We are on, dude.
Wow.
I'm cold showers now. After the Patreon with Mullen.
I accidentally took one this morning.
How'd you like it?
I hated it.
Really?
Yeah. If somebody uses the sink in our kitchen at all, like the hot water, it's just instantly freezing.
Damn.
And I was showering, and somebody was washing dishes.
You won't say who?
I didn't like it. It's so funny. And then it's just like whoever you hate the most at the time is the person washing dishes in your head.
Yeah.
You're like, that motherfucker. Just in a cold shower, like fucking Chris.
How cold are you talking?
Ice cold. It's just cold water.
It's awesome.
It was terrible.
So you just got blasted.
What was funny was I was getting blasted, and I could feel it start coming.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to do this because we just talked about this. I was like, I'll stand in this. And for like 2 seconds, I was like, you just got to tough it out. I had to step out of it and stand there naked, just freezing. Like, this sucks. Like, this fucking sucks. I don't know what's good about this.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Just the teenus. Just.
Oh, yeah, dude. I got, right before I came, I went for just a little run, a little mile. And I came back in. Nothing
Yeah, you've been running like crazy.
I got back in.
You see it in your face.
Thank you, bro. I'm going to start running event. I just want to. Did you ever see the emaciated 50-year-old men who just are like, yeah. I want to become one of them. It's just like always a hat and gloves on, barely moving somehow and jogging.
Yes.
Just like,
yeah, you see that guy a lot.
Oh, they're all over the place.
Yeah,
there's a book called Born to Run. I think it tells you to like, I don't know what's in that book, but like just look as gay as possible. And you will crush marathons.
Yeah. That's exactly how they run.
Like, look, gay people are faster than us. Get over it. If you want to run, you have to just... I mean, that's not nice. That's not nice.
Come on, Matt.
I'm sorry.
Not with everything.
I promise.
Although we have about 24 hours more of goofing. We got a few more hours to goof, dude.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
By the time this is,
I just hope the Proud Boys don't abduct Mike Pence, dude.
If the Proud Boys get Pence...
I've never got into politics or like followed anyone, but there's no one I admire more than Mike Pence, dude.
He did what was right.
I just love him in general.
He backstabbed Trump at the last
True,
moment.
Dude. I didn't think he had it in him.
True.
I thought he was a yes man, but
in the end, dude, he was Judas.
He was.
He was Judas.
He was, dude.
Trump will forgive him.
You think so?
Trump's a very forgiving, not spiteful man.
You think he'll rise again on Trump TV?
Trump?
Do you think they're going to give him his own Oprah TV network kind of thing?
I don't think it's up to them. I think he'll just
do
it.
True.
And it'll be massive.
But it'll just be online.
And it'll be him he's going to torch fucking everybody.
Dude,
he's going to crush the Republicans.
Yeah.
Everybody. He hates everybody.
Yeah, he'll be on info. Hopefully him and Alex Jones can reconcile. I haven't been following Jones a lot, but dude, if he pops on InfoWars after he gets out of the presidency, that might be the most televised fucking thing.
It will be.
Just Jones being like, I know about this all the time.
Yeah.
The whole time,
Mr. President. As far as I'm concerned, you're still Mr. President. After that coup, the real coup.
Yeah, I was reading an article about that last night about how like they were comparing the Capitol stormers to ISIS basically, and being like, we didn't find any patterns for ISIS. They were just like, obviously there's religious fervor there, but really we couldn't really put a profile on anybody who would do kind of like Islamic terrorism. They did put a profile on like the white rappers who like would for some reason go out there.
Yes.
They kind of figured out what they were up to a little bit, but they were like saying they were like running down the profile of a Capitol stormer, and I didn't get that far into the article, but all they were doing is making him seem sweet. They were like, well, it's like very into like, Declaration of Independence, 1776, kind of like when people did it for that. But like this version sucks. It's not the good one. And I just like, I think something popped up on my phone and my attention wandered. But I'm like, damn, you're not doing a good job on selling me away from. You're just telling them these. You're
how
telling
much
me
these guys rock.
Basically, they were trying to be like. They think they're 1776, but they're not really 1776.
Yeah.
And it's like,
we're 1776. Anyway, you're not allowed to say this. Dude, when I was driving down, there was have you seen those FBI billboards? The hotlines and websites on how to snitch on people that went to the Capitol?
Really?
I was driving down 95, saw a big billboard for the FBI. Being like, snitch on your neighbors. Tell us.
What?
Yeah, it's good. We're headed to a good place.
Yeah, this can't go wrong.
No, it's going to be good to see Biden get sworn in, surrounded by the military, in an empty crate. It's going to be, everybody's been afraid of authoritarianism.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what's it look like? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's what it is. There it is. Damn it.
Oh, man. It is nice. I mean, like, that'll never get us.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we vote, so.
Yeah, we actually vote, sorry.
Yeah.
And then it's like the government's posting signs like, report your neighbors to us.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
It is fun. It's fun. It's fun to be alive during one of these times.
But I think what will be nice, at least at a dumbed down level for us, is the news will be good now. Mm-hmm. So then everybody hopefully will chill out a little more. You know?
You mean?
I think the news won't be kicking up shit as much during Biden's.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like this is some fucking unique take.
True.
But it's just going to be nice to be like, you know, the masses will get pacified a little.
I think so. Yeah,
Hopefully.
The news won't be as hell-bent on convincing us that we're all in, like, existential peril. But they might just be like, in other news, everything's great now.
Yeah.
We got a good president. The germs have left the air.
Yeah, things are good.
We're all good now.
Yeah, hopefully things are good. Hopefully they lie and tell us things are good.
I would prefer that.
Prefer that lie.
Fuck yeah.
I'll take it. I'll just go gently into an authoritarian state if things are nice.
If the news can be like stoked on me, I'll take that. Being like, in other news, you guys are doing actually pretty well. Keep it up.
In the news, black people and white people are getting along. The virus is gone.
Weird.
That's crazy. Who would have thought that the virus was going to go away?
I mean, dude, imagine if they did just pump
in
us
January.
with just sick, nice stuff. Everyone always, they don't ever show the good news. It's like, well, you're not going to watch it.
Yeah, true.
If you tuned it in, it was just kind of like,
Puppies.
check out the. I'd be surprised if it was animal vids. They could just hit us with
the
like
news should just be animal vids.
animal memes for like 30 minutes, and you're like,
I would watch it. I mean, that's my news. That's my news. I watch like cats in Minecraft falling, and I'm like, nice. Wow, got something done today.
Yeah,
dude. I watched there's a Stalker documentary on Richard Ramirez on Netflix.
Who's that?
He was wild. He was just killing everybody. He wasn't doing it like he was a serial killer that they couldn't figure out.
Yeah,
like he was like,
oh, he's a total.
He had
puzzle.
no motive. He was just he was killing old people, raping kids. Just
so he had this guy had bandwidth.
Everybody.
This guy could do it all. You would say
anybody. Anybody
killed the elderly, raped children. These are usually specialized. Endeavors.
He was on site with everybody. It was just every night. He was like, "It's on site. Whoever I'm fucking getting." And, will
I rape you? Will I kill you? I don't know.
My favorite part, and they kind of gloss over it, is he broke into this couple's house and shot the guy in the head through the temple while he was sleeping, and shot the wife in the face.
Okay.
The bullet went in here. Both of them lived and chased him out of the house.
What?
Yeah. It's just been making me laugh since.
Did they stay together?
Just a couple that, like, you shoot him in the head, and they're like, "Get the fuck out of our house." It's like, holy shit. And the Night Stalker ran away. He shot both of them in the head, and then was like, "Oh, fuck." Just my favorite couple ever. Just sleeping, waking up from a sleep, getting shot in the head, and be like, "You motherfucker."
Hey, get out of here.
Hey, motherfucker.
And then just looking at each other and be like, "You okay?"
I don't know. He shot me in the fucking head. Oh, me too.
Just resuming a fucking 3-day argument and be like, "So anyway."
Oh, dude. The lady got shot like in the face and it like got stuck in her neck.
Oh. Where'd the dude get hit?
He got shot in the fucking temple.
And it
just sat up and was like, "You motherfucker, you better get the fuck out of here."
Dude, get out, I'm fucking naked. What the fuck?
He was probably in his underwear.
Oh, had a boner.
Oh, but they just, like, the Night Stalker would break in and just, like, kill an 80-year-old woman. And then the family would go to the house and they'd be like, "Your grandma was murdered." It was like, what? And one of them, oh, dude, it's all horrific. One of them is two sisters that were in their 80s that lived together. And the Night Stalker got in there and killed him with a hammer.
Oh, my God. What a horror. I mean, just think that there's two ladies just be like, "I guess we'll just slowly die of loneliness."
We'll stay together. It'll be sweet. Some dude breaks in with a hammer.
Just murders you both. Damn, dude, my substitute teacher got murdered with a hammer.
No.
Yeah, man. Sweetheart, dude. I hope it wasn't the Night Stalker.
How did wait?
I think it was actually like her ex-husband or someone, but I forget. But yeah,
why am I crying? I got your disease. I got your disease now.
I got leaky eyes, dude.
Yeah. I got the Lemaire. Lemaire, your leaky eyes went away.
Yeah, my eyes are always leaking.
Yeah, Lemaire's eyes are fucking gross. They're always like wet. Sorry, man. Pardon me.
Yeah, man. The having just two elderly were they widows or were they just kind of spinsters?
Who knows? Just two old maids, dude.
Yeah, because I was
and
wondering.
Some fucking retarded guy broke into their house.
It's so funny to sit there and be like, what's going on, babe? Yeah.
There's a man in the house. He's just like, come here, bitch. I'm from Satan sent me. And they're like, what? What the hell are you talking about? I'm the devil, bitch.
He starts spinning the rosary. He's like, it's not working. It's not working. Yeah, man. Dude, I watched fucking very dark film last night. Did you ever see Daredevil?
Dude, I hate it. With the one with fucking Ben Affleck? Dude, that movie's so bad.
It's so funny, dude. Oh, my God.
Is he like a blind lawyer?
Blind lawyer, but he can, like, see sonar, kind of.
Yeah.
If it's like if something's too loud, it fucks his vision up. But if there's like a little bit of noise, he can see like hot babes, basically. Like, oh, you're so fucking hot. Dude, I was watching this. I was just kind of like, me and Bay we're in the middle of some seismic relationship kind of shift. So we're obviously working it out. We're duking it out a little.
Yeah.
So come Sunday, dude, she's like, what do you want to watch? We're in season 3 of Westworld, which I'm enjoying a lot. She's like, can we watch
Sorry. I'm thinking about that lady getting shot in the face. Dude, just at night, just like this, hitting somebody and they're like, what the fuck?
Hey, watch the walls.
Just waking up, getting shot in the head.
Ow!
Yeah, and be like, God damn it. All right. So you're watching Daredevil with your, oh my God.
Yeah, I was just so beaten down by the weekend.
Good for you.
She's like, can we watch, she's like really into the character Elektra for some reason, who's Daredevil's girlfriend. And she's like, but you have to watch. She's like, in order to watch Elektra, you have to watch Daredevil. At this point, I'm on the couch. I'm going, Britt,
is it Halle Berry?
Turn it on. No. It's
Who's Elektra?
Jennifer Garner, I'm going to say.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Dude, it's...
Oh, my God.
Dude, so I'm watching Daredevil, and it's funny when those movies you can tell are written by just like an absolutely embittered nerd. Because, like, you listen to the dialogue, and it's like, and that's what I'll remain forever in darkness, the Daredevil. Like, someone bullied. That's what happens.
Yeah.
If you bully too much, this is the result. Like, everyone has to watch the Daredevil, dude.
Yeah.
And that's what I remain forever judging injustice and darkness.
Everybody thinks I'm actually weak, but I'm actually really super strong. I'm actually really smart. I'm a lawyer, but I'm also fucking blind. So everybody underestimates me, but I do super sweet karate. And then I fuck the prettiest girl who's also a superhero.
And her dad's a billionaire, and she also knows karate really well. Dude, it was so fucking funny just watching that entire movie and just thinking about the angry nerd who wrote this thing.
Yeah.
It was so, dude, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how just horrible this was, and how at the time Ben Affleck and dude, probably I would say some of it his best work. Who's the Irish guy? Not Conor. I'm going to say Conor McGregor. Who's the guy?
Colin Firth.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, that's right.
Probably some of his best work is Bullseye.
Colin Farrell fucking rules.
Dude, I think between that and In Bruges.
Bullseye?
Do you know what I'm talking about? You know what Bullseye is?
Oh, man.
The guy who throws like toothpicks, like, I never miss.
Oh.
Dude, it didn't even bother me. I just sat there and just kind of watched it and was just kind of like, I was actually kind of into it. The sonar shit was pretty tight.
Yeah.
Also, totally before any kind of epilepsy warnings. Like half the movie's in strobe light.
Yeah.
So, and dude,
yeah, his vision. I do remember that.
And
I remember what his vision looks like.
It's prime evanescence time. So like every cool part of that movie's timed to just like if this lady's training and like just slicing bags on the first slice, like save me from nothing. It's just evanescence, dude. It's just a blind guy.
It's gotta be the worst movie ever.
Punching people to evanescence, and I'm like, dude, the nerd rage on this is the FBI should investigate that.
Yes, we should be snitching on them.
I might call about the. Remember we called the fucking. We tweeted the fucking writer of that one video, the one movie.
Yeah, that movie.
The gallows.
Yeah, the gallows was terrible.
How people getting hung constantly.
At like a play.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
but
you should contact the. Actually, no. Don't contact anyone. Never mind.
Please don't.
Never mind.
But that dude watching it, just prime evanescence time of like, dude, Affleck was probably like, dude, I'm finally in this is my superhero movie.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, sucks, fucking sucks. He's like, fuck.
Yeah, that's gotta be tough. It's
like
gotta be tough.
Wasn't he Batman too for a while?
Yeah, but that was
before.
decade later.
Oh, that was after. So that was his
Yeah.
company. So he was the Daredevil first.
He was Daredevil first. He's a little beefy for a Daredevil.
Well, the
if you
dad
ask
was
me.
beefy.
Yeah,
Was the Daredevil supposed to be skinny?
I think so. Well, Affleck's, I don't know.
He was stocky, dude.
He's got a decent Batman body,
Yeah, dude.
but
I was checking out his back in Daredevil.
Yeah.
It's thick, dude.
yeah.
He was taking a shower at one point, dude. I was like, this got a thick ass fucking back like his daddy. His daddy jacked the devil, dude. But yeah, dude, that's what the ending's so funny. That's where I'll remain forever in darkness. Your guardian devil. Like,
Your guardian devil? Oh, man.
Your guardian devil. You can almost hear at the end, it's kind of like a breathy, like.
Nobody will respect how cool I am and how powerful I am, but that's fine. I don't do it for anybody else. I do it for myself.
And
I do it for you guys.
justice.
And justice. I love justice.
Yeah, that was fun. That was.
I have
fun
a bad movie to report as well.
What'd you got?
I watched News of the World, that new pedophile Tom Hanks movie.
What's the pedophile Tom Hanks up to?
He made a movie, and I was stoked on it. It was about the fucking engines, 1870s.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was loosely based on one of the ladies who had gotten kidnapped as a child from the Comanche, and her uncle actually like spent his whole life trying to get her back. They made a John Wayne movie about it, but then this one, I don't know, they just fucked it up. It was pointless.
Yeah,
it was pointless. And right when it started, I was like, I was alone, so I was able to say things like this, but I was like, I know it's just going to be bad white guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a historical movie about white guys being evil.
Was Tom Hanks evil or like a good
No,
guy?
Tom Hanks. So they did the same thing they did in Greyhound, that movie where he was where he like befriended the cook,
Yeah.
the black cook. At the beginning of this one, the way he finds the girl is something got attacked with a black guy, and he got hung, and it said like whites only. He got like lynched, and then Tom Hanks, like, it cuts to Tom Hanks like burying that guy and putting like a cross on his grave, and like it's like and then later you find out he was a Confederate soldier, so it's like
So he had his dark past.
so he was a Confederate soldier, but now he's like, everybody deserves respect. And it's like, beat it, movie.
Yeah.
Beat it. You don't need to show me that at the beginning. And then I was wondering, because it's a book, I wonder if that was in the book.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was, or if that was a little Hollywood, like,
A little razzle tat.
we need to make sure everybody knows he's a good Confederate soldier,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I wonder if
I don't know if-
I
I don't
think
know
Tom
if I'm-
Hanks might be getting typecasted as like a racially enlightened historical
Exactly.
figure. He's
That's
like,
exactly what this was.
This is wrong.
It was. It is the perfect Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah.
And at
he-
one point, he like starts a workers' riot. So his job is to read the news. That's his job.
Sure.
He goes town to town and reads the news, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
But then the problems were so manufactured. Like right away, he finds this girl who's an Indian. He's a white girl that was raised by Indians, and he's trying to like return her to her aunt and uncle.
Really?
Yeah. And right away, a gang of white dudes are like, we need that child. We'd like that child for our own. So he's got to like fight them off. The evil white guys are like, come on, man, just give us the girl.
So the Comanches are like, here you go,
And
sir.
the Comanches are like very honorable, noble people, just walking in the dark. But,
oh, this is your girl? Excuse us, sir.
yeah.
Take her back.
And then, so he kills the one guy. Then he goes, the next thing, they get ganged up on by another different group of white guys that are like, give us what's going on here. Over and over again, it's just white guys like,
and Tom
"Where are you
Hanks is
going?"
like, I love black people. Like, well, this has nothing to do with this. We
Yeah,
just wanna
no,
rape
every
the-
once in a while the bad guys will be like, this is whites' land only. And it's like, all right, shut up, dude.
He's just saying it to Tom Hanks.
Yeah, they keep saying it to Tom Hanks, and he's like, I don't like that.
There's just someone, there's like a 1870s settler who's like, show us the Pizzagate tapes, Tom Hanks. He's like, hey, I don't believe in that stuff. Let me get this girl back to safety.
But, so this like guy who owns a buffalo company, so they're out, hunting buffalo. He's basically a tycoon in this town where he's like, he controls everything. He's the head of the thing. And he's like, when they get Tom Hanks and the girl, he asks Tom Hanks to read the news. Tom Hanks tells him what his job is. And he's like, here, read this news. And it's just about how great the guy is.
Nice.
It's like his own newspaper that he writes, and he wants to tell all the townspeople how great he is, so he gives it to Tom Hanks. And then, inexplicably, Tom Hanks refuses to read it, and is just like, how about this story instead? And it's like a workers' union strike in Pennsylvania is the news he reads to the workers, who, of course, immediately break into a riot after 1 minute of hearing this. And the guy who's running the place is like, well, I just paid you to read the news that I gave you. Just read that. And he's like, I don't think so, Mr. Farley. And the guy's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you fucking my shit up? For no reason.
Just being a dick.
Just for no reason.
Yeah.
And then they escape. They kill the guy. They kill Farley.
Damn.
It's great. And then
so they eat the rich.
They eat the rich also.
And then they're like, let's free the workers.
Yeah.
That is a funny, yeah.
The workers are black too.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Did you hear Billy?
The only minorities in the movie are the workers for the Buffalo guy that Tom Hanks riles up into probably a riot that got suppressed violently.
Yeah, dude. That's just a sick. That's like the sick elite white fantasy, dude, of like rolling around
champion
town.
The poor.
It's like obviously they're like, what are poor white people up to? They're trying to rape little girls and shit. And they're like, we gotta go, like go and like free oppressed minority workers. It's like it's getting weird, dude. That's what.
It's a bummer. I was excited about the movie.
Did Billy tell you about the Anderson Cooper thing that happened?
No.
How Anderson came out and was like, and these losers that stormed the Capitol probably laughed about it in their crappy hotels, like he named what the fuck was the hotel? Holiday Inn. He's like they're at their Holiday Inn, eating at their Olive Garden, and he had to come out and apologize because he basically looped two big corporations into like
poor white trash.
Kind of fucked their identity. Yeah, first of all, like made fun of poor people. No one talks about that.
Yeah.
And then, like, implicated two corporations, like, these are for white trash.
Well, that's what everybody does when they're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
So if you're you can make fun of the poor if you know socially you're allowed to.
Yeah.
Like, if you're allowed to make fun of poor, you're allowed to make fun of poor white people. You can go on and be like, fucking eating at the Olive Garden, trash pieces of shit. Like, their little hatred comes out when, like, that lady got shot in the Capitol.
Yeah.
And everybody was so happy to be like, broke the law, you get shot. That's what happens. Yeah. It's like, whoa, dude, that's a weird precedent to all of a sudden believe in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Once you're allowed to be like, good, I'm glad they fucking shot him. I wish they shot everybody down there. It's like, whoa, that's a weird fucking way to feel.
Yeah. I mean,
just about ever.
Yeah, then you're my dad in 1992 talking about the Middle East. Be like, they should bomb that whole fucking place.
Turn that fucking place into glass.
But yeah, that was it is funny how when they love the workers, and then they're like, "Who?" Like, no, the workers are poor, and they're like, "What?"
Yeah,
like, there's poor white ones.
Yeah, like, a lot of them have. A lot of the poor workers tend to have some pretty wild ideas that you guys are gonna be pretty upset about,
dude. Oh, we just touched feet. The
you're way out of line, dude. Whoa, what are your feet doing over here?
I was just kicked back and comfortable. You just make me feel comfortable, dude.
God damn.
Whoa, dude! Is that glow in the dark?
No, don't worry about it, bro.
Oh,
don't worry about what I'm up to over here, bro.
Where'd you get that?
Don't worry about
it. That's glow in the dark, dude. You got to charge that up in the sun. That thing's sick.
I got hammered, and I was watching 3 6 Mafia videos. And I forgot I ordered this. And then I got a package. Dude. And I opened it, and I was like, oh, my God.
You have to start doing a drunk QVC show, dude, where you just get hammered and browse the internet and buy.
I literally checked my Amazon search after it, and it was Juicy J t-shirt. This is it. You may recognize this from the Stay Fly music video.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes.
That's also sick to write a song about staying fly. Like, all right, we got to show how fly we are. And it's like, all right, I'm going to get my skull shirt.
I'm also very, very unironically dressing completely like a wigger now, dude. Just 100%. Not changing the way I talk or act or anything different. Just the uniform I'm wearing is crazier by the day. I don't know what's happening.
No, you need to.
I don't know what's happening.
Do you have access? Do you have access to First Down apparel?
I can get it. Yeah, I've been wearing this. Like, I was into Wawa today.
Hell yeah, dude!
And I was just standing there, and I was like, I bet people are looking at me like,
which Wawa?
Aramingo ad.
Oh, dude, no way! People are probably
this
like,
was
nice,
perfect attire for.
Yeah,
but this is it.
You were in Kensington proper with possibly glow in the dark skull shirt. People are probably like, "Whoo!"
Yeah,
that's like what camouflage is to Harrisburg or Mechanicsville. That's pretty much Kensington camouflage, dude.
Yeah. This is what it's about. Anyway, I knew you'd be excited about this
I'm
shirt.
very excited.
Yeah. This is big. This
That's
is
what's
big
up,
for
man.
us. Mustache.
That's
this
a good.
shirt.
I think that's an appropriate move
Yeah.
to just deck yourself out in that gear and just be like. And anyway, another thing.
Yeah, and here's what I don't like about the media.
Yeah. But yeah. Coop had to apologize, dude. He came out and was he trashed the poor. There was another. I saw something on social media too. Like someone was badgering Trumpites or whatever, Trumpians, whatever they call them, and they like, why do all these guys who love Trump drive white vans? And it's like because
they're working.
They work.
Working.
They have they have jobs that most people don't want to. Loving the workers and being like, oh, these idiots. Well, it's like, dude, you ever been on a job site? They fucking love that shit. Billy got pulled over recently, and the cop was. Billy got pulled over recently, and the cop was like, "What were you trying to storm the Capitol?" Haha, like joking. Yeah, dude.
The cop did?
Yeah, just fucking around.
Fucking racial profile.
He's like, yeah, for real, dude. For real. That's
How dare they profile?
That's fucked up, dude.
He looked at Billy and said, damn, that cop nailed that one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
That cop was exactly right.
But yeah, man, it's
The war mode left their notebook up here.
I know.
That's what this is.
I know, dude. This thing.
Tell
is-
us what. Just read me one of the notes. This is their note. This is what they're going to cover in their show.
Pizzagate never been debunked.
Also on the bottom of the other side is Pizzagate as well.
Yeah, WikiLeaks.
This is good stuff.
WikiLeaks never made up an email. How about that? I can get behind that.
Yeah, I can't listen to too much war mode or they start making a lot of sense. I've been in solitary, dude.
Have
Ever
you been?
since I had COVID-19. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm happy you're here, dude. That sucked.
Yeah, me too.
Life without you, man.
I know.
It's no good.
I know. I was listening to like you on other podcasts, just walking around in New York, just like, man, I miss my friends.
Baby was out there, dude.
Yeah.
Baby was out there. I was running around Sue all week, dude.
What were you doing?
just doing podcasts,
Hanging out
dude.
with other guys?
Just being a podcast whore, dude. Yeah, just going on
Disgusting.
doing just being a slut, dude.
Yeah.
That was my college years.
Disgusting.
That's when, dude. You know the sluts aren't making enough right now. And they're pissed.
Sluts are not making enough money? Yo,
Yeah.
did you see 140,000 people lost their jobs in December and they were all women?
What?
Yeah.
Is that where that stat came from?
Yes.
Oh,
And it's just the most misleading way to present that stat.
because I saw they were talking about how now that like pretty much only women lose their jobs, they have to be sluts now. That was the article being like women are losing their jobs and they have to do OnlyFans, but now there's so many sluts on OnlyFans, it's not worth any money now. So now that like it's funny, well you kind of think about it, it's kind of like one of those economic things where it's like if you take away all the taboo around like sticking pens up your butt on the internet, suddenly it's not that valuable of a service. So. So we want. It's good that we're all very sex positive now, but now you can't get like $200 an hour for just like quaking and like peeing on your sheets or whatever people are up to on there.
Yeah, that
Sucks.
got
Sucks.
saturated a little.
I don't want to see the sluts in poverty, but
that was like the gold rush.
Yeah,
Just that rush of women settlers to be sluts.
yeah, dude.
There was like there's gold paving the streets out here on OnlyFans.
I mean, dude, that must have been so because it's got to suck when you're a girl and you're like, all right, like you're looking at jobs, you're like $14.44 an hour, part time, no benefits, and you're like, I could make $200,000 in half a year just showing my pussy. Nope, can't do that. It's wrong. And then they're like, no, dude, just set up a little thing, dude. I wouldn't be able to not do that. Although I would say just I don't want to.
Would you consider masturbating on OnlyFans?
If I was a girl, yes.
If
Not,
you were
not
a
as
boy.
a guy. No.
Yeah, as a boy.
No, I couldn't do that as a man.
Really?
Not as the man of the house.
What do you have to say?
They have dude OnlyFans. You can have an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Oh, I know that.
Of course
Lemaire's
they
called
do.
gay porn, dude.
Yeah, man. Ever heard of it?
They're not. It's not.
What are
it's
you,
like
not
dudes
gay,
who fuck
dude?
Women. It's dudes who fuck women. It's like dudes who fuck women.
Yeah, and girls are just like spending a bunch of money watching this. Lemaire,
Yeah,
don't
they
kid
exist.
yourself.
No, not really.
Not enough to support me financially, bro.
Women love to lie about watching porn.
Yeah, trust me.
Only the biggest whores watch porn. If you're a girl who watches porn, do yourself a kindness and cut that out.
Oh, for sure.
Disgusting.
Knock it off, dude.
Disgusting.
See what happens if you're a whore? You'll become poor.
Yep.
You'll lose your boss probably knows you want to do OnlyFans, fires you. You're over there like, I don't want to do this. I could. And you're, okay. Your boss says, I don't like the values you're bringing into this place.
Yeah,
I feel like
disgusting.
you want to shove something up your butt on camera.
Every day I
Get
look
out
at
of
you. I see you eyeing objects in the office. I know you're scanning. Yeah.
Damn, it's so funny if a girl just like being like, damn, I think I'm gonna lose this job, and like taking bathroom breaks and just stretching themselves, just fucking fisting their like, I'm almost there. I just gotta hold this down for another week. Yeah, but apparently they're not making a lot of money as much as they thought. So now like they've just like put stuff out about themselves online, and it's not paying off.
And
welcome to podcasting.
I think yeah, true.
Welcome to podcasting.
Yeah, it can backfire.
Yeah.
But I think probably the December thing was a lot of women are in the service industry. And then once it got cold out, a bunch of businesses had to shut down.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that
Probably
simple?
Yeah, probably. Although there's a lot of nurses.
True.
A lot of
Business is booming.
They're crushing it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not just overtime hero status.
Dying.
Taking a
Are
couple
they
L's.
dying? Are the nurses dying? I think the nurses are toughing it out.
I think they're fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're getting a little sickly.
They might get
They're
sickly.
getting sickly. I think there was a doctor who died. Who got the COVID vaccine and instantly died.
From the vaccine he died?
Yeah. Well, the companies are like, look, that's, it could have been anything. And the wife's like, he was very healthy and took that and died a week later. So his wife's being like,
It's funny when it's the vaccine, they're like, it could have been anything.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, if he would have died of just COVID, they'd be like, it was COVID 100%.
I know.
You got to watch out for it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so he died like a week afterwards. But the wife is being. I mean, then again, it's like, bro, I don't think you can sue drug companies for vaccines specifically.
I think that was one of the things they did with Operation Warp Speed.
Really?
Was make sure that you couldn't get sued
For
what they're putting out. I believe.
pretty tight.
I could be wrong. Because that's why vaccines, I mean, not just the science, obviously, take like decades to get done.
Yeah.
There's also like, it's a liability.
Yeah.
And I think with this, Trump Dog was like, nah, dude.
Fired up.
Fired up.
Yeah, I wonder if he got paid.
Trump Dog?
Yeah.
You just have to assume yes.
You have to, man. If you're
Yeah.
the president, there's not like, dude, you could. It's within your hands to be like, not that one.
Yeah. He also freed Wheezy yesterday.
Freed Weezy
Lil Wayne.
For
Lil
what?
Wayne got a presidential pardon.
for what?
I forget I don't even know what the crime was. But
Was
Is this from when he had the gun on the bus?
I don't know. I could have sworn he already went to jail for
He
that.
did. That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Trump
but it was on, like,
expunged his
parole.
record?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably what it was.
What happened?
Yeah. I think it was a felony. So you're a felony forever, right?
Yeah.
You're a felon forever?
Damn, Trump gave Lil Wayne guns?
Yes. Oh, wait. So Trump couldn't, or Lil Wayne couldn't even vote?
No.
Wait, what?
Technically, no.
So his endorsement was just like, get out there, y'all.
Yeah, Lil Wayne can legally own a shotgun, but I think that's about it.
Nice.
Yeah. Trump, dude, if Trump goes around and starts expunging rappers' records, that would be pretty cool.
He freed ASAP Rocky from Sweden.
I mean, that was a big
Got
deal.
no love in return from ASAP. And as an ASAP Rocky fan, I'm a little bummed.
Yeah.
I burnt all my ASAP Rocky merch. I said, that's not my rapper.
Dude, you know what I don't know where I got this thought of the other day, but for some reason I started thinking about myself at family parties when I was little, and like my interactions, like specifically with like uncles and like older just dudes I would see at like a christening party. And it was like from the ages of like 7 till about 15, I would just like at a party get randomly accosted by a guy like, come here, and like kind of
Yeah,
threaten to kick
of
in my
course.
ass all the time. Just, like,
Always.
just grab me like, oh, kick your little ass, dude.
Yeah.
And I would just bounce between men and be like, oh, beat your ass. And then I would like run from that and then just like gorge myself on meatballs and be like,
That's
just, like,
exactly what
sit,
it is.
Just sit in a corner and be like,
Yeah, and it hurt. They would pick you up in like noogies, like hard noogies and like pinches and shit.
they would shake hands and crush my hand.
they always
crush
crush the
my
hand.
hand, grab me, hit me, and then it would just like dude to dude, like, come here, you little shit, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Which
And I'm
is funny because that's exactly what I do now to my nieces and nephews.
yeah, that's what made me think about it.
100%. I'm like, come here.
That's what made me think about
Scare
it.
them.
I was at Butterly's house, and I think it was like instinctually I saw one of his younger kid, and I was like,
You
"What's
wanna
up,
rough
dude?"
him up.
Yeah, I was like, "What's up, bro?" And gave him one of
Yeah.
those, and I'm like, "That was weird."
Where
I'm
did I
like-
learn that?
And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's." I just instantly flashed back to
Yeah.
just all my uncles being like, "Come here, dude." think you're cool, think you're tough.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Sometimes they'd make me cry. And the uncle would be like, he's being a pussy. No, I'm not. He
hit you with one of these, just like digging in your arm. It was nothing but the craziest
Wow.
fucking moves, dude.
Yeah.
And it was like as soon as I like, because I think like Butterly saw me like, come here, bro, like hitting him with the fucking like, I was just like flexing at a kid, and I'm like, why am I doing this? I was like, I just started to think about it. I'm like, damn, dude, all I had was just dudes flexing in my face. Like, I'll fuck you up, dude. You fucking girl. And I was just like, fuck, dude.
Yeah. Like, you have a girlfriend yet? No, didn't think so. I was like, what the fuck, man? It's like, aren't you divorced? Shut the fuck up, dude.
I would just be like above a fire hall with like dudes smoking cigarettes with a red face from pounding beers, like, you fucking bitch. And I'm like, my mom had one cousin who would only talk like the Nightcrawler. I'm like, oh yeah, come here. And he would hit me with that.
Wait, not the Nightcrawler. He's Randy Savage.
Or he would say he was
Macho Man.
He would say he was the Nightcrawler, but yeah, I guess he was doing it. How does the Nightcrawler talk?
Oh wait, Nightcrawler. I'm sorry, I thought you were referencing Night Stalker.
He would try to tell me. No.
He was like, I'm the devil. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm coming here to kill you.
I've got a hammer. I'm gonna kill your grandma. Yeah. Dude, he was raping those geezers too. The Night Stalker. He would come in and fuck like
dude.
a night. He fuck.
Fuck.
And then when you're watching this documentary, it shows you their ages. It goes by like the victims and the ages.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, you'll see a name, and then underneath it'll be like 88. And it's like, holy shit, dude. 88. So you lived 88 years, and then in the 88th year, a guy breaks into your house.
Oh, I thought he was saying
and
he had
starts fucking
88
you.
victims.
Oh, he had a ton of fucking victims.
Yeah,
Especially like
dude.
people he just attacked and survived. It was crazy.
Also, to be the mortician where it's like, yeah, 88 died. It's like, no problem. It's like some dude dumped a load in her and murdered her before. You're like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, there's a guy
Absolutely.
going around just fucking coming in old people and smashing their heads in. It's like, the mortician's like, dude, I got lunch in like a half an. I got a fucking.
It's like, no, you don't. You don't have lunch. There's a guy.
Oh, dude, imagine there's a guy who that was his job. He had to like
Collect geezers.
clean. Yeah, he had to like clean these old ladies.
Weren't we just talking about this? Like the family has to clean it.
What?
When someone gets murdered or commits suicide,
Really?
the police and EMT don't clean.
Oh, they clean the apartment. Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah.
like all these people's like grandkids.
Yeah.
Dude, if I had to go help my grandma move before she died, and I was pissed.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. If I had to clean.
If I had to go clean up her raped remains,
Oh, no. The police take the
of
body.
course I know.
But I mean.
Well, sometimes there's just a lot of gunk lying around.
Oh, for sure. But I would hope. I mean, that's got to be a brutal call again for the house. I mean, not only is it brutal to kill people, obviously, and rape older people, but think about the cleaning lady then. You say the family has the means to be like, I'm calling a cleaning lady, and the cleaning lady is like, yeah, okay,
Yeah, I'll do
clean
the job.
apartment.
The house, 150, and then you're on there like anything in there, you're gonna clean it, right? And she's
Yeah.
like, yeah, of course. You
right.
promise? I'm gonna need this in writing. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you had
It's a crime scene.
Or you call the cleaning lady, and you're like, well, funny story.
Yeah, my wife and I got shot in the head last night, and we're gonna need someone to come in here and clean this fucking mess.
Or yeah, if you don't have the money, then like you would send in your kids, be like, we got to go clean grandmom's place, and be like, why did that guy go in there and rape and murder her? And he's
Well,
like,
honey, the universe is
well,
evil.
it's sometimes there's people out there.
Yeah, it's a tough birds and the bees.
Oh yeah,
So to
dude.
like a 7-year-old, be like, Nana got murdered.
It's like, wait, did he love? I thought people love. It's like, this is different. He did not love her at all.
Yeah,
It's like I thought that's what people do when they love each other. It'd be like, sometimes if you hate somebody enough, weirdly,
yeah.
you'll do that too. But let's not wait till you get older to explain
Yeah,
this. Oh, dude, it's horrific.
sometimes when a mommy and daddy hate each other a lot, daddy breaks in through a window and,
Lays waste to
hits mommy with a hammer.
Maybe, I don't know, but maybe after it, I don't know what he does after that. Maybe he sneaks one in, but that's
He sneaks- Son, sometimes you got to sneak one in. All right, sorry.
yeah, that's a hellish birds
Sorry,
and bees
sorry,
talk.
yeah.
Is that included in birds? I wonder if the birds and bees talk now includes
Now it's birds and birds.
birds and
Now
birds.
it's bees and birds. There's bees who pretend to be birds that like bees. There's a bunch of them.
Well, it's also like when a man and a woman love each other very much and also check that they're both very comfortable with the
Yeah,
surroundings
true.
going on. He might start, the man might start just by, like, grabbing her boobs and being like, is this okay?
Is this fine
That's
with you?
fucking hot, dude.
I actually like
just
it.
make out, grab boobs.
I like
"Are you okay with
making
this?"
out and gradually being like, is this acceptable? Is this acceptable? I think it's hot. I don't know what the
So do you
complaints
hover
are.
the hand like an inch
I do that.
from
And
the
I
box?
say, what if I did this? Yeah.
Because I don't think you can like grab and be like, is it cool that I'm grabbing your vagina? I think you have to be like, put your hands near there and be like, would it be acceptable if I were to touch your vagina?
Well, we
right
kind
now?
of always have done that. When you like start to go down on a girl, like
Typically,
when
yeah.
you go to finger them,
Yeah.
if it's like you're hooking up with someone, they grab your hand if they don't want it. And it's
Exactly.
very simple.
Yeah.
Now, it hasn't happened in a while.
Yeah, I was about to say. Not a lot
But
of-
when you're young, that happened.
yeah.
You know?
You work your way down. You make out. I'm telling you, we figured this out with bases. You make out. Mm-hmm. Grab boob over you start to grab boob over the shirt. If you get smacked from boob over the shirt,
Exactly.
everything else obviously.
Now
else
it's
is
just
made.
kissing.
No chicks gonna be like, don't touch my boobs, eat my pussy. It's like,
Yeah.
you got to go through. That's where the bases are established.
Exactly.
But
But, fucking communists
destroyed the bases.
destroyed fingering.
Now you have to, but I think it's pretty cool to be like, do you mind if I eat your ass? Just straight make out and be like, would it be acceptable
Yeah.
for me to eat your ass?
Ma'am.
But I think you should start 50 Shades of Grey and, dude, sex menus on first dates. Be like, would you be opposed to this? Mm-hmm. Would you be opposed to me coming quickly?
Yeah. Coming on your belly and using the towel that's hanging on my door and then snoring in your face for 7 hours.
All right. How about anal fisting?
Yeah.
But I'm not. Yeah, that's.
We have fun here.
It's gonna be fun, man. I think this new era it'll be very fun. This is my prediction. Watching people get disenfranchised within like the corporately led political system, because now everyone's all in. Everyone's just like, yeah, the government fucking rules, dude. That we were with Bush. Everyone was kind of off the government bandwagon, but we're back on big time. Mm-hmm. We're just like, tell us what to do, we will do it, and it'll be funny to watch us all lose collective faith in what was essentially propaganda again. And be like, hey, I think these guys are up to something, and immediately be like, wait, what? What's going on? Something's out to get us? Just tell us what to do. We'll stop being bad. Please, please, please.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to watch,
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that'll happen.
For sure,
I think
dude.
that'll definitely happen.
It's just cycles, man.
Who do you think's gonna be the next bad guy? I think Muslims could make a comeback.
Uh,
Now that Biden's
gonna
in
milk-
well, obviously white supremacists.
yeah, white supremacists will be
for a while.
getting us for a while, dude.
Ultra right wing militias. That'll be. Yeah, you're right.
Be fun to see.
that's
I
gonna
wonder
be
what their hideouts look like. We saw the caves.
They got a false flag at an abortion clinic
Yeah.
bombing here shortly.
You think so?
I think we need a good false flag at that coming up.
Abortion clinic bombing.
Yeah, we haven't had those since the 90s, back when right wing.
Did we have those?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right? That was a big thing, I thought.
That's counterproductive. You're like, hey, don't kill those kids. And you're like, we can blow them up.
Stop murdering.
Hey, abortion's murder.
Watch out.
Yeah. I think we'll have some. I don't know that they're going to fire up the, radical. But then again, I think that's up to the, the ISIS people, man. It's got to be kind of, at some point they got to be like, what's this? They
Who, the
think
ISIS guys?
those like white dudes are they think like the white guys are killing it. They're
Yeah.
like, let's show them what we're all
I
about.
think
boys.
ISIS is. I don't know though, because I'll tell you what, dude. I've been seeing some ISIS videos lately, and they're the old ones. I
Yeah.
think they're the classics, but I never really watched them. Tommy watches fucked up videos,
Yeah.
like death videos.
Does he?
Yes, and every once in a while I'll be like, throw one on,
Yeah.
and I
We'll
don't
toss
look.
up a request.
Yeah, I'll be like, screen mirror. There's a compilation on this website. I forget what the fuck the website is. It's really fucked up, and it's a compilation of like horrible death videos.
Yeah.
And they're bad. Like, I can't watch them.
No, yeah,
I'm always like,
yeah.
throw those on, and then I just go like this. I'm like, ooh,
Can
what
he-
is it?
he
What
can
is it?
take
And
'em?
I'll look up and just be like, oh my god, dude, turn it off.
So he can take them. He can.
he sits there and goes,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
terrifying.
yeah.
That's
I made O'Connor and him watch. I made him throw it on for O'Connor. O'Connor got through it
really.
pretty well. I literally see the first one, and I'm like, all right, fuck. I used to be able to watch those, zero problem.
Really?
Yeah.
I have too sensitive of a soul, dude.
And now it's terrible.
I can't see those things,
And I've
man.
been thinking about it, and I think you'll agree with me on this.
Yeah.
That type of, it's on par with, not on par with, but it's close. It's the closest thing to child porn when it comes to things we shouldn't be watching. Horrific murders on camera
It's next on the list.
are like horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You shouldn't be watching it.
I think so. I think it's pretty bad.
It's a terrible thing. It's
also,
a sin.
What's it doing to your mind, dude?
It's doing wild shit to your mind.
Yeah, it has to fuck your brain up.
Yeah. That's why I think I stopped watching them. Like
Yeah.
6 years ago, maybe?
Big Bill's
4 years ago.
Big Bill claims to be able to handle all that shit of like when people like mutilate their own genitals and shit.
This one's bad, dude. These compilations are like people getting stabbed.
Oh.
But like when you get stabbed, you get like you roll around and are like
Yeah.
trying to get stop.
Yeah, it's horrible, dude.
It's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's-
a lot of fire ones. A lot of dudes like walking around on fire in like crowds where everyone's like, get away. Just some guy on fire like, oh. It's terrible.
Yeah, man. I think that's a fair assessment of
And
the
that's an argument I've been trying to. After I tell them to put it on, I'm like, turn this off. You're evil for this.
Well, you're just making sure. You want to see. You're Chris Hansen.
I got
In this
exactly.
situation, you're Chris Hansen.
I tried to get O'Connor on my side.
Yeah, just call the FBI.
He could handle it. He could handle it pretty well.
Can he take the? He can take.
He
the
could
heat?
take it. I'm the only one that can't.
Damn.
They can handle it.
I mean, dude, that's
Dude, one of them was a guy stabbing himself in the stomach and then jumping out of a window.
Oh,
He was Anyway,
damn. The boys are.
that's what's going on. I was trying to watch the Flyers game.
You're like, just toss this on just to see.
And then intermission, first and second. It was like, let's watch some
Death videos.
Let's watch some ISIS beheadings. Oh, they're terrible.
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
awful.
sorry
man.
about that.
No. That's
Yeah, a lot of death and carnage going on in the house. Night Stalker was on.
yeah.
You know, we're
I'm
watching all
watching
these
Daredevil.
things.
That was scary.
You're watching nice.
Terrifying, dude. Daredevil is scary as hell, dude.
Daredevil is very spooky. I agree.
Dude, you kidding me?
But then I got into a 3-6 Mafia video kick.
Was this when you guys fell off the wagon?
No, this was before This was in the end of December.
Okay. Oh, it was way back when.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, but I did just fall off the wagon. This
Was that
weekend.
from where the shirt came from?
This is where I'll tell you what. The shirt was ready to go in the garbage upon arrival.
What?
Right when I got it, I was like, all right, I got to throw this fucking trash out.
What?
When I fell off the wagon this weekend, that's when I gained the courage to break it out and wear it. And you know what? It got some decent reviews,
Yeah, dude.
and so I'm keeping it.
Yeah, dude. You made a
Yeah.
bold fashion statement.
A lot of people are excited about it.
I'm absolutely. I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah.
About
How's it
your
look, dude? It's probably popping on
It's
YouTube.
popping, dude. It's
Probably
popping.
looks really good on YouTube.
It's popping, dude.
Had to put the snow hat on with it.
I mean, dude, you've been at a bit of a fashion crossroads for a minute. You know, it's hard. It's hard to, you know, as a 30-year-old something young man, it's hard to know kind of what to wear because you have to make a choice at some point.
Yeah.
Either you just go the safe route, Under Armour up,
Yeah.
get a nice Under Armour polo, tuck it in, just clutch a beer to your chest.
I've been sticking to tracksuits.
Tracksuits are nice.
Sweatpants and tracksuits.
I mean, there's also the option of going suit,
Suit is
barn dogging out and just getting suited, dude.
Yeah.
He was dressing hot for a minute.
I don't like that.
Just suit up,
Suit up.
or just you just start. You can really, honestly, it's pretty tight to know as an adult. You
No,
can
look
wear,
at Noah today.
Noah got a haircut, bro. He looks hot as
No,
fuck.
look at his outfit with the jacket.
Yeah.
Noah looks cool. Lemaire got a new T-shirt. I know that's a new shirt. Yeah, I can tell when you wear a new shirt. Why'd you get that shirt? What is that? It says ballsy.
It's a pro wrestler named Shotzi Blackheart.
Yeah, all right.
Girl,
Yeah,
You're wearing a female wrestler's merch?
yeah, she's the best.
cut that mic, please.
Yeah, dude. That's not good. You're gonna
I'm just saving you, Lemaire.
telling you the world's gonna be so shocked when they finally get black dorks.
True.
They're just gonna be like, "Well, we thought you guys were the coolest. What the hell is this?" They're not ready for that voice.
True.
The world's not ready for the black dork voice, and it's coming.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I do feel like the black nerd needs to be more unleashed. Mm-hmm. I feel like, yeah, for sure.
And it's not the black
powerful
nerd.
nerd,
It's not the
dude.
black nerd they try to portray it as. It's not like the smart like Neil deGrasse.
True.
The black nerd is very much the white nerd.
Innocent
They're
free,
the
Neil,
same
free,
man.
free Neil deGrasse.
They're the same man. It's anime.
Yeah.
It's wrestling. It's fucking Smash Brothers, Super Smash Brothers, those types
Street
of games.
Fighter pizza rolls.
Street Fighter pizza rolls. Street Fighter pizza rolls. On the day after Martin Luther King Day, we're getting. That's what I'm talking about. Street
yeah.
Fighter pizza rolls. The dream has been realized.
100%, dude.
Welcome to the brotherhood.
That's all he wanted. You just wanted some Marvel versus Capcom, dude.
All
For the boys.
It's all MLK wanted. And why can't we enjoy pizza rolls? One day.
I would live to see Blanca fight the Punisher.
I will enjoy SpongeBob into my adulthood.
Dude, I remember when I got the FBI tapes on like the articles about like how much pussy that guy was getting. Just being like, what?
Yeah.
He was fucking. I mean,
He rules.
They claim to have him on tape.
Jay Edgar was a real daredevil. He was like, I'll remain in the dark and no one will know.
No one will know how cool I am. This guy's having so much sex, and he acts like he's a really good guy, but he's actually having a lot of sex. I'm gonna fucking tell everybody.
I just going back to like, oh, sir, he got pussy again. And they're like, yeah, I knew it. You son of a bitch.
God damn it, he keeps getting pussy.
Son of a bitch. Fuck.
This guy can't stop getting pussy.
Damn, dude. That would make Jay Edgar would have been, who was the guy, the fucking kingpin, dude? Who was the dude from the Green Mile?
Oh, yeah.
That was the kingpin. So at the end of the movie, I don't want to spoil it, but he gets like his knees broken and falls, and I was like, as soon as it happened, I'm like, damn, Britt, that was the same noise he made when someone squeezed that mouse.
Oh, that was bad when someone squeezed that
He
mouse.
squeezed that. It was the same fucking noise, dude. It's funny watching him play a bad guy is like pretty funny, man.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
R.I.P., by the way.
Oh yeah, that's a Brittany said he was dead. I was like, fuck.
R.I.P. No, that was nice, though. They had a black kingpin.
Yeah, dude.
It's good.
He was huge.
I think it's unfair that black guys can't be bad guys anymore.
True.
It's fucking crazy.
True, that sucks.
It's not fair.
Well, they had a. I'm trying to think.
It was almost like that, like, seeing you nod there. It was almost like that revelation. Like, I remember I was doing shows. It was one of Keith from Up the Block shows. It was one of those movie theater shows. Mm-hmm. And a black comic was complaining about slave movies. And I remember sitting there and just being like, wait, you guys don't like these either? And they're like, fuck no. It's every movie we're a fucking pussy victim. Like,
yeah, dude.
And I'm like, how do you think we fucking... These things suck.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
And it's like, who is this for then? White guilt. It's just white people being like, oh my God, look at this. Look at this.
It's
How
that Tom
bad
Hanks,
we were so bad.
Dude, I wanted... The goal right now is to get enough money where I could like hire Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, and then just write a movie that would like require them to, like, Meryl Streep would play like a Native American, Tom Hanks would just play like a super racist Southern dude, and just have like a movie that just goes nowhere, but just forces celebrities to sell their own values. I would name the price.
That's what Tarantino was doing with DiCaprio. He
True.
made him say the N-word like 1,000,000 times.
I just want to like go to the most like. Let's say like virtuous celebrities, and then write like the most horrible movie for just think of like horrible things for them to say and do, and to see like what their price is, and just be like, here you go. You could secure enough. You could secure the bag.
Dude,
Tom Hanks would put the patch on, dude. He would
forgot.
slap the swallow on and fully be like, "Urgh."
Yeah.
Just like Tom Hanks as a play it this summer. Tom Hanks as a black Nazi.
Tom Hanks is a Nazi.
Tom Hanks in blackface as a Nazi, and he's just like he wins an Oscar for it.
I'd like to see your papers. Just going around hassling people. I forgot how good fucking Ricky Gervais's Golden Globes were. You ever see that?
Oh, it was awesome.
Dude, he has a joke in there. He's like talking about, I forget what the fuck the movie is. Oh, Bird Box. He's like, the movie Bird Box came out this year where you have to ignore your surroundings in order to survive, kind of like working with Harvey Weinstein. And everyone in there was like, oh, he's like, don't fucking, you did it, not me. All of you did it.
Yeah, man.
Fuck off.
That
it's like, damn, this is actually really good.
Dude, this summer, starring Meryl Streep as a Chinese immigrant.
No. Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, dude, Ricky Gervais, I mean,
Gervais ruled on
body
those.
bagged the fucking Oscars,
every
dude.
time.
You don't hear about it anymore.
No, they were good. They were good. Good stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is the battle we're fighting.
Yeah.
We're gonna, let the corporate led revolution play out. It'll be fun. People will be like, "What's that, Nabisco? You got my back? Nice."
Oreos.
Well, I take it to the streets.
Yeah.
Dude, whenever I take it to the streets and revolutions, I'm so happy that like internet providers have
Sony.
Yeah, like
I'm like, oh, nice, 5G.
Yeah. Apparently we're getting some 5G. Apparently it's coming.
I draw the line at 4.
Really?
I'm a 4G guy. 5 is too powerful and dangerous.
They're trying to say 5's coming, dude.
I think 5's here.
Yeah, I don't know if we're like. Let me check myself.
I think I get very happy when I see 5G on my phone.
I only have LTE. Fuck.
I don't even know what that is. What's LTE?
I don't know, dude. All I have is LTE.
I got the Wi-Fi, bro.
Do you really?
You don't have the Wi-Fi?
No, I'm not on. I have unlimited data, so I stick it to my Verizon. I just rock on data as hard as I can.
Really?
Yeah, I use up as much data as I can.
Do you get decent? I don't get enough service for that. Sometimes my service is crud.
Really?
Yeah, especially my apartment. And every once in a while, the internet goes down when I'm trying to visit adult websites.
Really? You're just doing what the governor told you to do.
Visiting adult websites?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what the governor of Pennsylvania was
Yes.
like. Go on OnlyFans. He's like, just please go on OnlyFans.
Also watched. This is a good episode. Just things I watched. Rewatched Love on the Spectrum.
It
still rules. Who was underrated? Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Mark was the most underrated. I mean, Kelvin, incredible.
I don't know, man.
Kelvin's incredible.
A star.
The point when he brings up the anime drawing that he had of like tits and stuff, and he's like, "Okay, that's enough." And they're like, "Do you want us to leave?" He's like, "Yes, please, thank you." It's like clearly he's just like he clearly got horny, and he's like, "You have to leave now, please."
Dude, I at least once a week while I'm showering go, "I'm waiting patiently," and I laugh to myself at least once a week.
I am waiting patiently.
I do it once a week, or if I'm just like, be like, "What's for dinner?" And Brittany will be like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna do this." I'm like, "I'll wait patiently." And she's like, "Would you go away from me, you fucking weirdo?"
Oh man, what do boyfriends and girlfriends do? And the dad's like, hugs and kisses, and she's like, "Do you want to do hugs and kisses?" He's like, "Yes, very much." Yes. Oh, but Mark always.
Kelvin's top.
Mark sits down and tells you about the weather. That's step one. He sits down and he goes, "I mean, what a lovely day to sit here with some friends." And then he's like, "It's just like Mother Nature is giving you a big hug." And he was on a date with an autistic girl who was like, "Yeah." Like she wasn't. He's like, "Wow." He goes on that pussy date with his boy to talk pussy.
Yeah.
You remember that? Mark sits down.
Oh,
him
yeah.
and his boy go to a coffee shop, and he's like, "So how are the dating sites for you?" And
That
he's
was-
like, "Not good." And he's like, "Oh, you'll find the one. She's out there. I believe that." Mark's the fucking man.
Yeah, he rules, dude.
Yeah.
Mark fucking rules.
They're all great warriors.
Dude, the one guy I got kind of, they dick teased me on the first guy who was like, "And I will find my queen."
Michael?
Michael, dude.
Yeah.
That was like, I thought that was,
Oh,
the
we'll
show was
find
just,
her?
I thought it was just about her.
Yeah,
Or just about
R.I.P. to
him.
that lady he loved.
Who died?
That lady just died.
What?
The Gilligan's Island lady. You remember the guy? He
Right,
was like,
right.
he jizzed to meet.
He brought, I mean, dude, first of all,
brought a date to show his dream girl.
brought a date to his dream girl.
Decent date, by the way.
Yeah, dude. Dude, yeah.
Things were going well there. I thought things were going well. And then
So
they
did I.
split up at the Comic-Con, and I was like,
That's
it's
also,
tough.
yeah, exactly. That's
They had
tough.
things to do. They both actually had things to do.
Yeah, that's
Going
tough.
to Comic-Con isn't like time to fuck around.
No, not at all.
It's time to like you get the things done you need to get done.
Yeah,
Because there's
basically-
no way you're gonna sit there and like pretend to go. Like the girl was never gonna be able to sit in line at Gilligan's Island when there's a fucking Venom of guy dressed as Venom walking around.
Yeah, that's like Home Depot for autistic people. It's like as practical. You're like, well, I gotta go in there. I gotta see Batman.
Well,
I gotta see-
I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time for this. Yeah, it's like okay, we'll split up. We'll meet back at the Hello Kitty.
Yeah. No, the date's over, dude.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
dude, here's something. This might scare you, but if someone hit me to a remote viewing app, so I'm in a tournament right now of remote. You know what remote viewing is?
No.
So remember the one time I told you I was on the elliptical and I was trying to like view where you were and what you were doing? Mm-hmm. So if I'm like somewhere, if I'm not at a place to be able to try to visualize what's going on there, like what's contained there,
Yeah.
it's called remote viewing. It's a skill. That was the day, I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
I hit you at the time and you said I was in your dreams, which
Yes.
I might have just been,
No, I remember that.
I might have gone beyond remote viewing.
Yes.
Dude, so I've been doing this app and I've been...
You haven't even tried to remote view me since, but whatever.
I was telling Brittany about it the other day. I was like, I've tried to pull the boy up a couple times.
You're trying to remote view me? It's
I've
pretty easy.
I try to pull you up.
I bet
on
you
it.
could remote view me very easily. Sitting here going, that's it. Or watching,
Dude, I
memes.
have to give you my results are, and I don't want to scare the viewers. I'm still the same guy I've always been. I'm psychically capable. Dude, look at this history. So it's the thing. This is how it works. So you get remote viewing tournament. It's an app on your phone, and you get these So it'll just give you a number. So you have like a number so you can match it to the image. So you write down the number on a little sketch pad, and then you predict what you're going to see.
Okay.
And it flashes you 2 images, and only one of them is the correct one. So you have to connect with the version of yourself in the future.
But this is not real.
What are you talking about, dude?
Okay.
Let me just show you. Let me show you something, dude. Let me show you my history. So
How much of you believes that this is?
Dude,
there's something behind this.
okay, I'll show you my
Truthfully.
100%.
Okay.
Let me show you my history. So this
So
is
you believe you can predict?
So and again, it's not like 1-to-1. It's just you can start. Look, so this is my prediction. I write down the serial number. I just an image. I close my. I slow my mind and just an image comes to me of just a bunch of little circles, and then I get a sense that there's green somewhere in the picture. So, and there's the thing. They show you 2 images. Sometimes you see the one that's not the one, and you get it wrong. It's very common. So here's the outcome, dude. Target image. What do you see? That's how you pick it. So I drew little circles, and I thought green. Bam, it's obviously this thing of rocks with the grass. I was correct. It's no big deal. It's remote viewed. It's not a problem. Dude, explain this one. All right? This is all. I don't see any pictures.
So what's the serial number that you're writing down?
That's so you can match the image
Match
to
the
prove.
image. Okay, cool.
So I write down the serial number.
You wrote elephant, cobblestone, well.
Yeah, dude. And again, it's not perfect, but check this out. What's the image, dude? Fucking elephant, dude. A fucking elephant. So I pick elephant. Wrong. It was actually this one. But they said a lot of times you.
But what's that other image there for? Just to kind of help you.
So they'll show you 2 images.
I'll give you a cobblestone well on that bridge too. That tunnel.
Well,
That's
the
pretty
problem
close.
is they say you'll see both of them, but you got to get good enough where you connect yourself to start
Okay.
seeing.
Let me
correct
try one.
We'll try one for real. So then I'm getting feedback in 68 minutes on last night. So then I did another one. This is kind of weird. It was things were the beach, a bird in sand, and then I had like a little outer space image, a little broad scope, I'll say.
Sure.
Then the image, dude, fucking what do I see?
Bird.
But a motherfucking bird. I select it. I'm right. So I
So
did one.
you're
I'm like a baby remote viewer. I still have a lot to learn.
you're a psychic.
I have psychic capabilities. It depends on. Obviously, I'm not like I can't do telekinesis, but I'm like, dude, fucking elephant. What's the fucking possibility of me predicting?
Watch,
correct-
I'll get one.
All right, we'll play today's round. We should play today's round, and we'll do the results in the. Not to be a teaser, but play today's round. All you get's a blank pad, bro.
Okay.
What you
And I
wanna
just
say?
write down what I'm going to say.
You can hear. Take this notebook, dude. I mean, is it fake?
And just any words at all.
You got to close your eyes and connect with the version of yourself in the future that's going to see the image. Like,
Yeah.
get the image.
I've already
revealed.
connected. I know the answer.
Go ahead, write it down. You can draw. Even if there's little shapes or things, you can draw kind of what you think that is. I don't want to do it. I need you really need to get in kind of a deep meditative state to do this. So I don't want to.
Done.
What you got? Traffic light, blue. Hell yeah. I'm just
Matt.
for the sake of it.
I promise that's the answer.
I'm gonna
I've
go.
already seen the future.
Have you really?
Show today's
All
result.
right. Let me see if I can tap into. I don't know why I'm getting a beach ball. I don't think it's correct, but I'm getting some sort of tool in the earth, so I'll draw that there. But this
Tool
one,
in the earth.
this
beach
one
ball?
does. This one doesn't count.
All right. So did they teach you how to give vague answers?
No. So no, not at all. So they said use your slider. Say how confident are you? Oh, they're not going to show me the image actually.
Oh, what? Why not?
Yeah.
When do you get the image result?
You get it in like a couple hours. My settings are fucked up. God damn it. Hold on. It'll show me. I think my settings are fucked up.
So
There's
what's the name of this app?
RV tournament.
Okay.
RV tournament.
Nice.
It's fucking rules.
So
dude.
it's you versus other clairvoyants.
So if you get a certain level, they'll give you like $10 or something. They'll pay you. If you start to do
They'll pay you?
The guy who started this, he said it's only been like slightly over 50%, which is to be expected.
But you can show me any picture right now, and that'll hold up because I was channeling me in the future.
We'll see. It
You
depends.
can just do any random result.
How so? If it has nothing to do with either of these, and then you have to select the correct one. So it's more so than just chance because you get 2 images. So you can't just be like, oh, I think I kind of saw that because one of those is fake. So I think that's how they do it.
Okay.
And this guy said he's gotten with I think 55. He's using the people who do the best on this. He's been able to predict NASDAQ correctly 55% of the time. pretty tight. I mean, it's almost, I think, significant.
And you genuinely?
Dude, how the fuck did I know it was going to be an elephant? I literally said elephant. Pretty weird.
That is weird.
It's fucking weird.
I'll give you that.
And then I just saw like a bird's foot, and I was like, I don't know, like bird. You know, so it's not perfect, and it's not one-to-one. Dude, the elephant one
I just kept seeing a blue.
me.
I just kept seeing a blue sky. That's all I was thinking.
Dude, the elephant one fucking spooked me. Let me change my account because I had... See, god damn it, that's what it was. I need the normal
I
judgment
can't believe you
type.
didn't foresee this problem.
Hey, dude, I look, don't be jealous that I'm psychic, dude.
Wait till you see this fucking traffic light.
I can't.
With a blue sky.
I'm so pissed that I didn't have it so I could reveal it right away. That would have really made my day.
I was just thinking of random internet images. To always click the traffic light.
Oh, if like Robo stuff? I'm getting feedback in 62 minutes. I'm getting feedback in 62 minutes on last night.
Well, we'll find the answer
Last
on
night I
Patreon.
did it while dumping, so I was like, I wonder how, like...
How bad do you want me to be? If I'm right,
Yeah.
what will that do for you?
I'll be pumped, honestly. Well, the idea is it's not really like... It's just something like if you completely relax your mind, there could be states of consciousness that we're just not in touch with. So it's like, maybe I could see stuff, and I don't fucking know. I don't put that stuff out of my head. You know, I don't say it's impossible. Again, dude, fucking elephant, man. How?
That's impressive evidence.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
evidence.
And you did will yourself into one of my dreams.
I'm
Which
just saying.
Stop doing that.
I might peeking on you.
You can't peek on people like that.
But I'm telling you, man, it's the elephant one freaked me out. The bird one last night, I was like, holy shit, that's kind of weird. The circles and the and the range, I was like, yeah, okay, that's kind of vague, but still, that was one.
I saw it. Circles and green. I'll give you that one.
I was like, that's kind of weird.
That's fair. I'll even give you the well on the cobblestone well on the elephant one.
Yeah, I mean,
you were close with that.
Kinda,
with that
dude.
fucking stone bridge.
Yeah, man. So either way, but I'm pissed I couldn't show the thing. But dude, RV tournaments, it's just fun to do. Honestly, it's like it comes up on your phone like once a day, so it's a fun thing to do.
That sounds fun. I'm in. I like it.
The RV
I'm excited to see the result.
I'm trying to get high up on the leaderboards.
Yeah.
And then reveal myself.
Be like, I'm actually known psychic.
There's professional remote
known
viewers.
racist psychic.
Dude, the CIA studied this.
Really? Yeah. The men who stare at goats and all that shit.
Yeah, man. And there's someone just hooked me up with. There was like someone came up with something that was basically like the training program the CIA developed to like get good at remote viewing. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get nice at it. It's part of that's my 2021. It's remote viewing, collecting rocks.
Yeah. What do you go? I listened to the Dad Meet episode you and Wes did.
Yeah.
It was good. It was nice. It was
Thanks,
motivating.
Man. Thanks, dude.
Yeah. I like to hear you in that world
I love it, dude.
where people aren't being critical of you and you
pumps
can
me.
speak freely.
It pumps me up, dude.
And it's warm. It's accepted. It's praised. People are like, wow, dude, that's incredible.
Yeah, man. It's a 2021
Made me
vision.
think like, man, maybe I should be more supportive. Like right now, I'm working hard to pretend that I believe you're a psychic. I haven't.
Me
it's
too.
Funny, it's funny. Last night, like to be going on a walk and like setting a goal of being like, fucking, don't be hard on him if he comes at you with an idea. And then today you present fucking psychic, and I gotta sit here like,
Dude, explain elephant to me.
Wow.
If there's a thing that says
elephant's great, and that's
weird,
big.
bro.
That elephant piece of evidence,
and that's
is
proof.
keeping this
You
alive.
sold me. All I had was the blank
Yeah.
page.
I saw it.
So
I seen it.
What the fuck am I to make of that?
I don't know.
It's crazy. But
We'll figure it out.
But yeah, dude, the 2021. I'm right now. I'm super into conscious living in terms of
Yeah,
like,
what are your goals? You guys, I listened to it,
Dude.
and are they just too personal?
No, not at all.
All right,
dude.
so I
it's-
listened to, check out the Dad Meet episode of Matt and Wes on there, and you guys were talking about like setting goals. So, like,
Yeah.
what type of goals are you talking about?
So right now, so you do them in like a bunch of different domains, like different domains. So you want to do like health, wealth, finances. You know, you do them so you get like really specific. And I'm trying to do a home edition. So that was my thing. I'm like trying to figure out build like a thing.
Have cool shit in your house?
No,
Is the goal?
just so we can have more kids, but also be cool. So we need like more space. So
Yeah.
figure out how to do all that.
Expand the house, build
Expand
another
the house.
level.
Get nice at identifying rocks. That's one of my
I
goals.
know that's been a goal.
Get
I've
really
been hearing rumblings of that being a goal of yours.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really into,
Identifying rocks.
I went from meteorology to geology really quickly.
Yeah,
So, but yeah,
I
mean,
hate geology.
Do you really?
Yeah.
So you want to hear about my big quartzite haul this weekend?
When I was a kid, I was a big fan of quartz. That was the one I could identify.
Yeah, I'd
And
quartzite.
I would go around and try to identify quartz.
Yeah.
That was big for me. That was the only rock I could ever
What
identify.
happened? Why do you hate rocks now?
I don't know. I just took geology in college and I fucking hated it.
Did you guys get to like collect rocks?
Yeah. Although in 5th grade we went to like a fossil field trip.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a place where you could dig up fossils. That ruled.
That's what I'm saying.
That was fun.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what we should
Well,
do.
I think
that should be your bachelor party.
Fossil hunting?
Go down to an old fossil place.
Bro, don't tempt me, dude. Don't tempt me. I've been looking at the Pennsylvania like geological survey, identifying good spots to go and fucking find cool rocks and shit. I think you're on a big thing of like an unspecified. I don't know if you're on like a real kind of crystal deposit where you grew up. I grew up on like garnet, like literally like garnet mines. So it's like I'm around like dark. I grew up around like underneath or with like dark crystals above me or below me. Excuse me.
Dark crystals.
Yeah, so,
now,
I grew up in a geologically
pseudoscience geology. You're in the fucking garbage geology,
dude. It literally tells you on your thing what's underneath you, like what the.
No, I know, but like you're talking about the dark crystals actually having like a dark magical effect.
No. I grew up in a geologically exciting environment where I think.
Oh, okay.
I think up around you might just be
know.
like a bed
We're
of
pretty
shale.
Close to the mountains up there. Yeah,
It could be. You could be
coal
on some
region action.
limestone. Maybe some diamonds over yonder. Let me see. I'll actually. I want to see what the rock type. Oh no, but sorry, I won't get into that. But the gold stuff really is just kind of, for me, like it eliminates the feeling of like what am I doing like with my life and day. Like I'll get into a thing where I just start like going from like tab to tab on a browser, just like, and then I start being like, what am I doing? And I start like just freaking out. So I've been starting to like map my days out very consciously, and dude, it eliminates like 90% of it.
Yeah, that sounded good. I was listening to that, and I was like,
it's pretty.
We got to do that. Because here's mine right now.
Yeah.
See if you can ride the Peloton today. It's like, you know what? Gets around 9 o'clock. I'm like, there's always tomorrow.
So, dude, the thing one of the tech, because that's the whole thing, like how, because I've been trying to take command of my day forever. Like I literally, I was like, I wish I could just wake up and like.
Well, it was nice when we worked. That was a way better way to have like.
True.
It was nice. Then you come home and you're like, yeah, I'll fucking make dinner and play video games.
Exactly.
Awesome. Maybe read.
When you're in charge of your own schedule.
But when you have literally nothing on the schedule, especially when you get COVID-19, when you get diagnosed with dreaded disease, COVID-19, then it's like you can't even, like, I feel bad going out at all.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was different, but that was 2 weeks of just like, that was weird.
Are people still shunning you?
No.
Wait,
No
were
one.
they ever? I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah.
No one really did, yeah, because everybody that was at that party I went to got tested negative.
So
and O'Connor and Tommy just accepted their fates. They went down with the ship.
That's very
which
brave.
I do, yeah. I
That's
did
very
appreciate.
brave, yeah.
And neither of them got it.
Yeah.
God rewarded their fucking bravery.
100% rewarded their loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, not having anything to do is actually. I mean, it's not hard. It's the easiest thing in the world,
I'd
which
say
makes
it's difficult,
it shitty.
dude.
Yeah,
I think, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm getting as I'm older. It's like if you don't have a clear purpose, it's like shit starts to get really weird.
Yeah,
that's
what you know. I don't want to be one of the guys that's like I need stand up, but like,
yeah,
that was my thing. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, dude. That's human beings, dude. We're the only creatures who need to like make sense out of the things. You know, we can't just like come and eat. You know, we'll come and eat stuff, and we could. It's not all. Some of us.
That's what I've been doing.
Some, you know, again, it's like the classic Scarface scene.
Yeah, I've been coming and eating.
Is this all there is, dude? Coming and fucking sucking asses.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's the 2021 move, dude, of taking full command of the day. And, you know, the thing with the Peloton, too, is pretty cool. There's a thing called, like, elastic habits where it's like, say you're not going to do, like, you know, 4 fucking hours or, like, an Olympic level thing. Yeah. You put a calendar, and then you say, like, all right, I can have a thing where I do 10 minutes of it. There's another level if I do 30 minutes. Maximum level is me doing it for an hour. Yeah. So you just do it for 10. If you're not going to do it at all, you just do it for 10 minutes, and then you have a calendar where you put, like, a color-coded sticker versus, like, which level thing. And you
they
look
have
back
it
at the
on the app.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's called
your calendar.
It's called Elastic Habits, dude.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
And it rewards you for how many days you do it, and then they're doing that. There's a thing where it's like programs. Mm-hmm. It's good.
Dude, I'm telling you,
it gives you a program. It's like
people need it. People need it, dude.
Yeah, I need it, and I mean, fuck.
I had a long period in my life where I didn't have to go to work and stuff, and dude, it would just start to like fuck with me, dude.
Yeah,
you get full. I got a taste of like retirement. Kind of, well, sort of. I'm selling drugs, but the like, you know, I had the whole day to myself.
So that also makes you wonder, like, if those old women were appreciative of a guy coming in the window with a hammer and being like, "All right, no more hanging out, no more hanging out."
Yeah. I thought you said whether they were selling drugs
from this hanging out.
Yeah, I think once you're 70, it might rule. But
Hanging out?
I
doubt there's any like internal
No,
pressure.
it's gotta suck, dude.
No, I bet hanging out
Dude, going to the
rules.
same store for like 70 years, and you're just kind of like, here I am again at this fucking place, eating like, dude, like there can't be. It's like
I don't know. I bet that inner drive of like I need to do something. I need to.
True.
Succeed. I bet that starts to if you have no like drive at all to like I need to prove something to some
Sure.
like
Yeah.
If that's gone, chilling rules.
True, if that's removed,
You know,
yeah.
it's like when
I
you
was trying to think
it's
about
like when
that.
you accomplish something and then when you're done, you
Yeah.
can do whatever and you're like, nice, good day today.
Yeah.
I bet that's how it feels with life. You're like, oh, nice, I did it.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Now I'm fucking chilling.
It would be nice to have absolutely zero ambition
And
and
then-
just like wait till something exciting and be like, oh, sweet, this is awesome. Oh, nice.
What a nice treat.
But imagine, like, dude, imagine your like 700th burger. You're 80 and you're munching a burger. You're like, it has to lose the excitement at some point. Like burgers,
Burgers, dude.
Home Improvement
What are you
reruns. You're like,
talking
I've
about?
seen this rerun 400 fucking
Reruns
times.
get time. You think burgers are wearing off on anybody?
I don't
Come
know,
on, bro.
Sometimes I get
You've
that.
had
I
700
eat shit.
burgers.
I eat shit. True, I love burgers every single time.
you've had so
I think it's
many
like
burgers.
jerking off. I think as long as you don't have a burger for a while,
Yeah.
then that burger's gonna be. I think you're right about that because I sometimes I just get sick of eating and I like eat shit. I'm like I don't even care about food anymore,
Yeah.
dude. I think that's just depression, but
That's depression. In my
even care
case,
about
occasionally
food.
it's Adderall.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even want to eat. I haven't eaten today. I should eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's what I've been doing. And, dude, it's funny too because like a lot of that stuff gets a really negative rap, and then you try it and you're like, damn, this fucking rules, dude.
What, chilling?
No, I'm talking about
burgers.
mapping your. No, dude, I'm talking about mapping your day out.
What about chilling and burgers?
They rule too, but
Chilling
as a
and
reward.
burgers rules.
As a reward, I've been mapping my day out and just like crushing like
Yeah.
to-do lists and projects, and it's like feels good.
That's nice.
So otherwise, I would just fucking like. I would like vaguely not do anything all day and be like, Brittany, leave me alone. I'm fucking working. I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm fucking podcast. And I would just like be a fucking dick. And then I would be like, I can't come upstairs yet. I'm not done. Because I would have sat on the
Yeah.
line all day being like, what the fuck am I doing with myself?
Yeah.
But now it's like, dude, I fucking 5 o'clock.
Now imagine there's no Brittany and it's just O'Connor. You just turn on him occasionally.
True.
You're just hanging out and then finally like, what the fuck are you looking at? Just occasionally just spaz on O'Connor. That's what happens. Yeah. All right,
man.
we gotta switch
Yeah,
over.
slid to the page. Slid to the
Got some shows coming up. Let me know if you want to do any of these.
Yeah, let me know. Hit me with the dates.
Well, you can't do this one.
Obviously.
28th, 29th, 30th, 31st of January, San Antonio. LOL, San Antonio.
Nice.
4th, 5th, and 6th of February, Good Nights in Raleigh, North Carolina. 19th and 20th of February, Arlington Draft House in D.C. March 12th, 13th, Helium, Indianapolis. 19th, 20th, Helium, Buffalo. 26th, 27th. This is the one you should come to. Crown of Comedy in Auburn. If you ever wanted to film that special of me,
Where's Auburn?
Auburn, Alabama.
Oh.
It's I believe Crown of Comedy is a urban club.
Oh, dude.
If you ever want to film that special, this could be it.
I might. I might. Dude.
Yo, motherfuckers ever be so much pussy? I said, come on.
It's going to be very hard for you not to do that there.
I will do that. I will do that. I've been watching, dude. There's Philip Rivers, one of the best quarterbacks of all time.
Yeah.
He doesn't swear. He has like 9 kids.
Respect
You'd
that.
love this guy.
Hell yeah.
He's great. And he does mic'd up and he spazzes. Every single game he spazzes. And it's always like he's like a kid. But there's one clip. It's very funny. It's just fun to hear a dude like spaz that's like, dadgummit. He says dadgummit a lot. He says, golly. But there's one play, a defensive end tackles him. He just threw the ball. He gets hit while he's throwing it. While he's laying on the ground, the receiver breaks it for 90 yards.
Yeah.
And Philip Rivers stands up. He's like, 90 yards, touchdown. And he's like, he walks like a little kid. Like he's excited. He's like, oh. And this D end, who's this like giant black dude, is like, man, get out of here. And like the ref comes over and he's like, you see how 17's yelling in my face? And the ref like pushes Philip Rivers and is like, get the fuck out of here. Like pushed him. He's like, oh. He's screaming. And then he's like, I will. He's like, I'm not allowed to be excited. He starts yelling that to the DN, and the DN's like, Yeah, just don't do it in my ear. And he switches from being like, "Woo, I'm not allowed to be excited," and then he goes, "Just don't do it by my ear." And he goes, "I will do it by your ear." It's the craziest thing, dude. It's so funny. He's like, "Yeah, man, have fun. Just don't do it by my ear." "I will do it by your ear." he jogs off. It's great. Just that spaz.
I didn't think that was like a possible altercation that would be had on the field. I thought it was just more like, "Fuck you, pussy."
Yeah, it's always just like, all right, good play, but like, don't yell in my face.
I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna yell in your ear. That's what I do.
Dude, not cursing
and then not
unlocks you to be able to. I will. Maybe I will yell.
I will be enthusiastic.
Fucking pussy bitch. You're like, I'm gonna yell in your ear.
Yeah.
And you can't stop me. Hell yeah.
That's exciting stuff.
That pumps me up.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, man.
San Antonio, come to that show. Oh, actually, hold your horses.
What you got?
Could be breaking news right now. Hold on. Maybe I'll release it on the Patreon.
What, you got something else going on?
Yeah, I'm thinking what I'd like to do, and I think a lot of people would like this, is doing perhaps a bi-weekly show at Helium in Philly, where we just get us and our friends together and we do a comedy showcase of guys like Dab Meat, Wood, Six and Shaner.
That'd be awesome.
Tommy, McKeever.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody.
Yeah, just throw the dogs on there.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Just do a showcase bi-weekly.
So fun.
Come down on a weeknight.
Oh, just letting people rip like a hot 5 to 10, dude.
Exactly. And then bring down some secret New York guys sometimes. A little surprise soda, a little surprise.
Whoa.
You know?
Whoa.
That's what I'm working on right now with Helium Comedy. That was one of the tightwads. Tightwads are, they're doing what they do. They just lowballed me pretty good. They just got hit with a good lowball, but that's fine. Yeah. So I was like, just give me enough money that I can just split it every week evenly with everybody. And it's somewhat worthwhile.
Yeah.
Because I think we'll sell it out pretty regularly.
Probably.
And I'd like it to gain into a thing where people are like, oh, shit, this is good stand-up that we can see.
Yeah. Regularly, yeah.
Like occasionally Rich Voss will be there.
Fucking
some legends.
The headmaster. I can't believe we got fucking
maybe Lemaire will get a spot. Lemaire, is this something you're interested in, what I just said? Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Kind of big time in you, dude.
Yeah, what's this? What was that move? What are you trying to do there? What's that? Yeah. That's what you get. You just busted that chair. That's what you get for your insolence. Why would you do that towards me? Why would you treat me like that?
I'm trying to get excited. And I will be excited about it.
No, I'm hyped, dude. I'm super hyped for it.
All right. Well, I promise you, you're never going to be on it.
I think Lemaire thought you were setting him up for a fall.
I wouldn't say that's what I'm trying to get out of him, but I think he was just kind of like, nobody cares about this idea.
Damn, he was big time you.
Dude, fuck Helium.
Oh, is that what this is? Why is that?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Well, those are the bad jokes.
Yeah, what's your beef with Helium?
Helium rocks. What, because you guys keep asking to work there and they don't work you?
Helium's cool. Helium's cool. Helium's cool.
I don't know about that. Well, I don't like that.
We'll see what happens, dude.
Salty attitude out of some of our guys. Dag gummit.
I can't believe it.
All right, I'll stop.
Live and recording, dude.
Let's do it.
Fantastic.
Another
week. Dude, man, dude. I feeling a bit kicked.
Why? Your birthday boy.
I vomited, dude, my birthday dinner.
Why? I
don't know. I have no. I'm puzzled. But what happened?
What'd you eat?
Prime rib. I had some steak, and all I had was steak, potatoes, and then I had some guacamole to start it off.
Are you transitioning?
Transition? No, what do you mean?
How could this be? You got sick from meats?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. I think I might have had like a bad. I might have ate just a bad cut, dude.
That could be.
Dude, it was, or it just might have been like severe indigestion. So I woke up at 1 o'clock. I had a great time. I'm always a little bit of like a bummed out on my birthday.
Yeah.
I'm always just kind of like, and I've actually thought about it today. I'm like, I think it's just because it's the middle of the winter. And like my body just like all the sunlight and vitamin D leaves my body.
Maybe. I don't know, because I get the same thing. Mine's...
Oh, you're in November, right?
No, mine's...
December. Sorry.
Man, we're not even fucking tight,
December,
dude.
sorry.
This is fucked up.
Excuse me.
It's December 11th.
Yeah, sorry. I'll never forget it.
Yeah, never forget. When I was a kid, I used to get sick every year. I used to get the flu every year.
Yeah.
Which I think just timed with flu
True.
season. But it's always uncomfortable. Like going to a party that's for you or like a gathering that's for you. I don't know. So I get weird too.
Yeah,
I get very uncomfortable with that.
It weirds me.
Like it.
I was telling Brittany today, I was like, dude, I'm like actually jealous of like, who was it? It wasn't Matumbo. It was someone else. Manute Bol. Like dudes like Manute Bol who like don't know their birthdays. I'm like genuinely jealous of them.
Yeah.
Because you got to watch too, because a lot of bays, if you're not much of a birthday brat.
You're jealous of Sudanese African immigrants.
Yes. Specifically them not knowing how old they are.
Yes,
or
guys
like,
from Chad.
I'm jealous of guys who have like completely been cut off from the context they've come out of.
Yeah, like I could be 58. I'm just living. I have no idea.
Dude, they estimated Manute Bol was in his 50s when he was playing.
Really?
They just put They would just put scratches.
Yeah, you ever see that picture
in
of
your
him
head.
swimming?
No.
It's him swimming underwater, and it is hilarious. He looks terrifying.
Is he nasty?
No, he's just fucking.
I'm saying,
8
is he
feet
nasty?
long.
Is he nasty
He looks
at
fucking
swimming?
insane.
Is he nasty at swimming?
I don't know. He might have been drowning. I don't know what he was at the bottom of the pool.
You know I think the people who like in Sudan whenever
You're looking at Manute Bol swimming.
what the fuck?
It's so spooky. I think he is drowning.
He might be the only person. If pool hopping, they'd be like, "Hey,
Oh my god! You would believe it was an alien.
dude, that's scary
If
as
pool
fuck."
hopping. Pool hopping rules. All right, so you had some meat. Your tummy hurt. You turned 34.
35. Jesus, man, I'm 35.
Whatever.
I'm kidding.
I'm like Manute.
11, 12, never forget, dude.
I'm like Manute Bol.
Or 12, 11, never forget. Yeah.
I have no
I'm like
concept.
Manute Bol with everybody else's birthday.
Dude, I don't know one birthday. I don't know one. I know my sister Katie's because it's before, like right before.
Yeah.
Mine. I don't know anybody else's.
Dude, at the pharmacy, every time I go to pick up Brittany's medicine, they're like, "And what's the birthday?" I'm like, and like, it takes me a second. I fucking spaz internally, and then I go, "Here it is." But yeah, dude,
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what?
Go ahead,
You know
yeah.
what it's compared to? What I would say the birthday thing's like. Whenever I do a show at Helium, and everybody's hanging out,
Yeah.
to see me, I
Yeah.
get very like this sucks. Very
Yeah.
uncomfortable. Yeah,
yeah, dude, that's the exact feeling. This year wasn't too bad because
it's like I failed at turning off the heat.
it's all good. I shared
It's tough.
I shared the
I have a
birthday.
very strict rule of never touching another man's thermostat, so
That's a
took
good
lot-
rule.
That took a lot out of me.
Well, you at least you
I went
talk.
over there. I tried my best. He's got one of those future thermostats.
I know, dude.
It's crap.
Very linked into the surveillance state. Me personally, I'm not putting any kind of smart
Device?
smart device.
Hell
within my
no.
home. They could shut off the fucking deep state could shut off his heat at any point. I'm
I
surprised
might,
he
dude,
gambles.
my Peloton.
Dude, they're gonna shut you down.
You see what they were doing with Biden's Peloton?
What?
They're like, he probably can't. First off, me and Biden have a Peloton. That's
awesome.
my president, y'all.
Heard that.
Fuck, if I had known that, I wouldn't be ragging on him so dang much.
He's on the Peloton.
Yeah, it's only for elite athletes like me
Is
and
his-
80-year-olds and women.
I also heard Biden had an 8-inch penis. Not his son, who we've allegedly
Confirmed.
saw. Confirmed. There's someone on the internet. I mean, unfortunately, the person delivering this news claims that Joe Biden, our president, raped her. But she was like, I can tell you exactly what his
It's not
dick looked
Tara
like.
Reid, is it?
No.
Never forget her name.
Who's Tara Reid?
The lady who Biden fingered at a party, I think.
No, not her. No. Allegedly fingered at a party. This is a lady she came out and was like, I'll tell you I know exactly what his dick looks like.
She could pick his dick out in a lineup.
Yes. She said
I couldn't pick my dick out in a lineup.
I could definitely I wonder.
That'd be tough. A lineup
Now, all right.
a lineup
Now we're
of-
on an important issue.
A lineup of similar penises.
I could spot
Remotely
mine.
similar penises.
Yeah, could you pick it out? That's a good question. I might start like an RV tournament version of just birds, and you got to find yours.
Oh,
That'd be awesome.
I'm all
actually.
Pelotoned up, dude.
Go ahead.
You want the smallest penis on earth?
I've read O'Connor
Bro.
talking about that.
Oh, what was he saying?
He said the Peloton penis is unrivaled.
Where did he say that?
Twitter.
That little fuck.
Did he steal your?
He rode my fucking Peloton once. That little weasel.
So he thinks he has
It
the
is.
audacity to say
No,
that he
he-
shriveled his penis more than you.
No, but he was so I've had this Peloton. Obviously, I'm not friends with any chicks, so nobody's shared the experience of the Peloton with me.
Yeah.
So O'Connor got a pair of shoes for himself so he could use mine. And the first time he got off, we commiserated on tennis. I haven't had the tennis discussion with anybody because you're sitting there, you tennis up hard. It's like it is like post practice.
Yeah.
Dong, and then you got to stand up and pedal forward, and your dick goes in your own body.
Sitting on a bicycle seat specifically diverts blood from your genitals.
Really?
Yeah, that's a side effect of people who are like marathon bike hard.
So that's what's going on.
One of the things they.
So that's what the fuck is going on.
So one of the side effects of extreme cycling is kind of like it just like diverts stuff.
I've got all those
from your penis. And
every side effect of extreme cycling I'm experiencing. I cycled today, dude.
Really?
I woke up at like 6 a.m.
How's your libido?
It's through the roof. I'm all
That's good.
thinking about coming.
I think that's it. I think that's why they wear spandex on bikes, because otherwise, if you don't wear if you wear regular and1s, all the blood leaves your genitals.
I've worn regular and1s. It's impossible. You just look like a fucking dick. I wear.
What are you Peloton on?
What do I wear?
Bad, yeah.
I have worn those Lululemons you got me.
They're a little birthday. I bought you some undies, dude.
Damn, dude, I'm wearing Lululemons on a Peloton.
So your libido is through the roof right now. You're wearing Lemmys, dude, on the Peloton?
That's tough.
What?
Admitting publicly I'm wearing Lululemons on a Peloton.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, the Lululemons
I apologize to everybody out there.
Unbelievably expensive underwear, but they
rule.
Someone put me up to it. They're like, just try a pair. And I bought them. I'm like,
I wore them once on the Peloton, and then I was like, I don't want to do that because I don't want to ruin them by getting them ball sweated out. So I do have just compression shorts.
They're Lululemons dealing with like snatch drizzle, dude, from yoga pants. They can handle some ball sweat. They're dealing with like heavy yoga discharge.
I feel like my compression shorts get fucking ruined.
Dude, imagine being a girl in yoga. Some guy's like, oh, not like this. And they're just like, oh my God. Girls are probably like so horny during yoga.
Or just my mom at Zumba.
I mean, dude, unbelievably.
Women dancing to Carole King.
Dude, women in exercise classes are just absolutely horny. It's as horny as they get.
For sure.
Trust me, dude.
Yeah.
They see me come in in the cut sleeve, snake tat.
Shirtless?
They're just like, sometimes.
Shirtless back when you were a little chubby?
Oh, yeah.
You're
for
fit
sure.
now.
Chubby with a little bit of fucking like pimples on my belly. Snake tat, dude. I think I was making the class.
They must have honestly been like, who the fuck is this guy?
100%.
And you had like a mullet a lot of the time?
Yep. Yeah, I did. I had a bit of a mullet. I was a little bit chunky, and I had the snake tat.
Man,
and I'd wear cut-off sweatpants. So like,
where's that Matt?
He's
Give me mullet, chubby Matt.
I'm going through something of a psychic puberty right now.
I hate that you're improving.
Can't help it, dude. A mullet wouldn't stop me at all.
You could still rock a mullet.
And this is the thing too. I've thought about growing my hair long again. It's too much fucking maintenance. I'd rather cut it high and tight. Dude, it's like every day your hair is all fucking like knotted up and tangled, and like it just gets. I can go with like 3 days without showering. Nobody notices. When you have long hair, it's instantly apparent that you haven't showered for 3 days.
Yeah, it gets greasy.
Dude, it gets stringy.
Start
looking like Trent Reznor.
I like your greasy mullet, dude.
You want my greasy mullet?
I like it. Getting me going again. Sorry, I rode the Peloton today. I'm rock hard.
True, you're fucking hard. Your blood is completely.
I cannot wait.
Your blood's back to your genitals.
First chance I get alone, I'm going straight at my dick as hard as I can. All right.
But yeah, dude. It's important. No, it's important we cover that because that is something I do want to start that RV tournament. It's like find your bird.
Find your own bird.
Throw your bird into a sea of other birds. Can you find it? You might not encounter your bird for like a year.
Especially
every day pops up.
You know how I would definitely never recognize it if it was a dick pic that I've sent to someone.
Yeah.
Where it's like great angle, huge donger.
Yeah.
If you sent, I would have never. If I saw my dick pic, I'd be like, that can't be my dick.
Damn, dude.
You know what I mean?
Imagine that though. The one day you go no, and the app's actually like, you have found your penis, and you're like, that's mine.
That's mine. This
That's
is my
what it
fat
looks like.
hog.
I think that would be a good app every day to just see a stranger's penis before you start your day. Just to know where you rank, dude. It takes all the mystery out of everything. Or dude, an app where you snap your bird and it just goes right through the database and it's like, here's where you sit in the bird room. Rank. Let's cut all the fucking mustard. Here's where you lie.
Well, here's where I'm gonna put punch a hole in this. Yeah. The guys that are gonna stay in that have dongers.
True.
The guys that put it in once and it's like, you're ranked 848,000th.
Not bad out of 7 billion.
Delete the app and be like, I'm never telling anyone about this app.
No, you gotta, then you say, all right, that's not my strength.
I've been in enough locker rooms. I know where I stand, dude.
Yeah.
I don't need no damn tech.
I
don't need Silicon Valley getting involved. I don't need big tech talking about my
there
small
are
dong.
people who have bird delusion and hold it down like they have hogs. And they'll just be like, dude, I mean, yeah, dude. We used to
How
live.
nice would that be?
We used to live with a kid. I mean, I had in high school. I just assumed I had a huge dick. I was like, definitely have a huge. Are you kidding me? I definitely have a huge dick.
Yeah.
I remember the first dagger of reality, dude. My girlfriend at the time being like, yeah, the guy's dick I used to be with, it was like that big, and I was like, what? Like, yeah, that's cool. And I remember just absolute crab swirl, dude. This lady used
That's
to
a swirl.
She would hit me with like soda can. She would be like, "Yeah, this one guy. It was like wasn't that big. But it was like a fucking soda can."
I'm staring a soda can down right
Literally, dude. I'm telling you,
now. Yeah, right.
that's what she claimed.
Yeah, right.
I got tortured by a high school girlfriend. Was this app for me and ranked me? She was like, "Look, dude, here's where you stand."
Yeah, she was like, you're 48,000th.
Dude, I used to like leg up, fuck, just like it was like I had the biggest dick in the world. I was like, yeah.
I feel like I used to do that too.
Dude, it was crazy.
I've been humbled. Sexually,
time.
I'm much more humble.
Oh, dude, I've definitely adopted somewhat of a parallel value system. Before it was just like huge dick, awesome. That crumbles. You're like, I kind of like playing guitar a little.
All right.
That's something that's a good thing to talk about though, man.
What, get rid of any bird delusion you may have?
Yeah, it's just a whole different life. Or act as if you're on the bottom of the bird pyramid. Always.
Yeah.
My friend used to do that. And I think it's a good tactic. He would always tell, like the whole time he was courting them, he'd be like, I got the fuck. He would call it his 2-inch power bone. He's like, he would just constantly trash his dick, and he would pull it out, and they'd be like, it's not bad.
I don't mind that.
Not a bad move.
I don't
dude.
mind that one bit.
Not a bad move. Just start stealing micro penis fat. But no, I have micro penis. Like, just have an average penis. But it's micro penis.
Some guy gets you in line at Annie Ann's, like, oh yeah, let me see your penis. So you go to your birthday.
Go to my birthday. It was a shared birthday.
Family's there.
Yeah, whole fam.
It's just fam.
Just fam.
It's not friends.
No friends. Just fam.
Better not be friends.
I would
Because
never.
I was up by myself, home,
You
sick to my damn stomach that I wasn't at this birthday party.
We did a joint one. It was a joint celebration of mine and my father's.
You and your father's lives.
We have we're linked astrologically. We're close. I think he's not like an Aquarius like me. He's like a late Sag maybe, or Cap. I forget what it is.
don't know.
He's like early
Cap.
January. I think he's a Cap maybe. But anyway, I don't know. Lemaire, what's my dad's astrological sign?
What comes? Yeah, well, Lemaire, you're black. What's after Sag? I'm a Sag. dude.
Lemaire, what's my horoscope?
I'm a Sag.
Aquarius.
Know that.
Aquarius is after Sag.
Oh well, today's
What's
Aquarius.
his birthday?
16th. I think he's a Cap.
Yeah.
I think I've yeah.
Yeah. Dude. Get that camera on the dopers a little bit. Show the dopers. This is what we're looking at, dude. Look at this. This crew.
Dude,
How's your hog, Noah? We've never discussed your penis.
let's take bets actually before we even get into it.
I think I know Noah well enough that he's going to be humble. But I got a feeling he's got a
Sign of a hog.
short, fat hog.
Really?
Not a complete chode, but I feel like it's thick.
You think you're talking about like
I think a flaccid thick.
an
is what-
upgraded average bird, basically?
I think Noah has a flaccid, thick dong.
Spade's
That's short.
Spade's got the wedge.
He's
got it's. I've heard. I've heard from people who have experienced it. It's the fucking parking cone.
Yeah, it gets in you. Spreads you
It's
out.
the wedge, dude. Yeah. So Noah, what's and be honest, if you have a micro penis, just say it. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Lengthwise, we're talking about on a great day. We're talking about 7 1/4.
Ew, I knew you were gonna be disgusting. Ew, Noah. Ew, dude, I knew you were gonna be fucking gross.
What kind of width are we talking about? You don't feel pressure
Yeah.
to answer this, but it'd be nice.
Pretty thick.
Dude, good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Pretty thick. For
You can
sure.
look at him and tell that guy's got a thick dick. He's real easy going, quiet, huge dog. He's got nothing to prove. Lamorp,
Mystery. I think we cracked the code on this.
Doesn't he have a black penis? Don't you have a black penis, which is still a good dong?
All day, dude.
Yeah, but penis for black.
Yeah.
Still a good dong. You should be proud of it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't think black guys ever have small penises. They have more curve. I think it's always
Very interesting.
from my like amateur cream pie footage that I've seen. Whenever I see it, it's always like just very hard slice, dude. They're in the rough, dude.
I'm Lashmi Singh. This is NPR. The CDC has released a recent study that black guys don't have penises; they just curve.
I don't know why. Lashmi Singh has been on my mind all day.
Lash me sing.
I'm Lashmi Singh. NPR. Donald Trump still doesn't get it.
It's like, oh my god. All right.
Yeah, dude. That shit's fucking crazy. I've been taking in some news, and it's like, especially when you read the debt book, we are absolutely being like, without a shadow of a doubt, it's just pure propaganda.
Yo, I got one for you.
What?
You ever read the Turner Diaries?
What's that?
No, don't read it. I'm kidding.
What's the Turner Diaries?
It fired up a lot of domestic terrorists. Don't read it. I was just joshing.
You're just joshing on it?
I was just joshing on you. But
Shane, right now,
just watch it.
as a nation, this is like the snippet I got from the Atlantic. We should be looking to heal. We should be looking to heal, but we have to have riot sympathizers answer for what they did. And I'm strictly talking about people who stormed the Capitol.
Yes.
Nothing else happened in the summer. Strictly talking about, it's just not even mentioned. They call the people who stormed the Capitol riot sympathizers. And while Biden wants to unify America, because right now it's just abysmal in terms of how we're relating to each other, we shouldn't right now. We need.
Yeah.
They're basically saying like we need it. The Atlantic is someone at least, and they're calling for a show of force, and then we can worry about trying to unite people. Dude, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't even think about that. Somebody said it. I listened to my Spotify Daily Drive,
Dude,
Matt. First off, wake up at 6.
Yeah, you got up early.
I couldn't sleep. I don't know what happened. Oh, it was because I slept for 30 hours on Sunday.
Did you really?
Oh, I was.
You fucking
I was so
partied, bro.
goddamn cool on Saturday.
I saw the footage.
I was in the fucking Wigger Mansion. I was just surrounded by tight influencers. Of course I got in, dude. I have fun.
Yeah,
But-
Brittany showed me the footage. I was just sitting there cooking. She was like, Shane was at a party.
Yeah, I had a couple. Yeah, I had so many, dude. I don't know what happened.
That seemed fun.
It was very fun. It was very fun. All those guys rule.
Yeah.
But Sunday,
So you weren't in the tomb.
I was most in the tomb I've ever. For real, I've said that every time I've come on here
Yeah.
hungover. That was like
Compared to New Year's years ago when we both had a wicked hangover, how bad was it?
I don't even remember that.
Really?
This was
Oh,
I was drunk until like 4 p.m.
damn.
I was drunk
dude.
the next day forever.
Oh.
It just wasn't going. And then O'Connor abandoned me while I was in my tomb.
What?
Yeah, we were watching football, and I just kept falling asleep. Mm-hmm. And then he just got up and went back to Connecticut. I woke up, and he was gone. I was like, Chris?
Oh.
Chris? And then I texted him. He didn't answer. I was like, what an asshole.
You got a Connecticut hangover?
Yeah, the turd had to go home. He had to go sleep on his parents' couch. I get it. He lives close. I would, too.
Fuck, man.
So, yeah, dude, I slept all day, went to bed. I must have went to bed at like 10. I woke up at like noon the next day, dude. It was crazy.
Fuck, man.
It was bad.
Dude,
it was bad. It was, I'm back on the wagon again.
You're back on the
I'm
wagon?
back on the wagon.
Back on the
Until
time.
San Antonio this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's going to be party time?
Yes, then it probably means San Antonio.
True.
Obviously.
100%. You're going to go over. Is that close to Mexico?
Yeah.
Pretty close?
Yeah. I
Like-
think the river, yeah. That's
It's not
where
like
the-
El Paso, is
Well,
it?
that's where the Alamo is. So, yes.
You going to visit?
San Antonio should be on the river walk. Where's it? What's going on here? Stoners, help. I don't know where one city in Texas is.
Really? San Antonio. I thought.
It's like very much like the middle of the state.
What is it? Okay, so it's not on the border of
But
Mexico.
no, it's close on like the west side of the state.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know El Paso is
Yeah.
on the border. I know
Been there.
Houston's closer to Louisiana. I know
Really?
that. That's kind of really all I know.
Yeah, I don't know shit. I know El Paso is just because I walked to Mexico from El Paso.
Sick.
Didn't know about Juarez at the time.
What were you doing down there?
I talked about this before. I was down there for an internship in college. They sent me down to
You walked Juarez.
yeah. They sent me down. The one
Hey,
dude.
what year?
This was like my sophomore year, so
was this like 2009?
2008, 2000. Oh no, it would have been like 2007, 2008.
Bad time to be. I mean, Juarez is never great, but that was a rough time.
Dude, I didn't know. I was down there with this guy. I had two bosses, and then I would always convince both of them that I was super. They were both remote, so I'll tell the one like.
Dude, you were down there for like El Chapo's war.
Yeah, I walked in there. I didn't know about it. I didn't know about that. I was sitting there, and I came down. The guy flew. He was like, "Look, man, I need my intern down here." So we talked. We were like, we're going to have their party because I like knew one of his cousins.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I need my intern.
So he brought me down there.
I need my bro.
Immediately tasked me with finding weed for him. So I had to go and find. I like asked around his bar. Found him a half ounce of middies. Yeah. He was like, oh no. I'm like, I'll get you some weed immediately.
Yeah.
Found him some middies, and then I just went to meetings with this guy and watched him try to like take advantage of fucking old people and like for like a week or so.
Yeah.
And then he was like, all right, dude, just chill here. Like take the day off and relax. And then I was like, I don't know what to do. He's like, just go check out Mexico. And I was like, all right. So yeah, I walked into Juarez, dude, and it was scary, dude.
Yeah.
It was like, I remember being like, dude, I didn't think Mexico was this fucked up. And then I talked about this before.
Yes.
Some guy came and was like, get over there. Took me to the plaza, dude, and I just bought like some bullshit and went home. Like, fuck, that was terrifying.
Bought like a Scarface T-shirt.
I literally think I bought a sombrero. I like didn't make the flight home. I think I bought a sombrero and I was like, all right, let's go.
I like your travel purchases.
Pretty tight. I think I bought some chiclets too from the poor little kids. There's that's the thing. Going to Mexico, little chiclets, dude. They sell them. They have the pharmacies too. You can go in there and buy. That's what people do. They just buy pills. Dude, you can walk into. I don't know if it's like that now, but you could walk into Mexico, buy like as much pills as you want, and just walk right back. Now I think they hankered down. They bunkered down on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that used to be the setup.
That's sick.
Yeah. But that's not what we came here to talk. Dude, here's what we came to talk about, dude. Big bash, dude. 35, joint birthday celebration. My pa, me, just being honored by the family. Ate some prime rib, some taters. I didn't eat that much. I had a couple little, cashew butter cookies my mommy made. A little bit of cake. I actually made icing. It was pretty delicious. But yeah, so I didn't get that full. And dude, I wake up at 1 a.m. and I just go like, oh, it wasn't food poisoning. Feels like there's like, have you ever had food poisoning before?
Yeah.
You know how it feels like your stomach gets crampy? This wasn't crampy. It was just like, oh my God, my stomach feels like it's about to explode. It felt horrible. And I woke up and just was like, I'd do like 1 minute burps. And then I just like leaned over the toilet for like 30 minutes, dude.
Naked?
Yeah, I was naked, obviously. I sleep naked. So I'm leaning over the
Just want the
toilet.
viewer to know that you were naked throwing up on
100% naked.
after your birthday party.
100% naked. 1 o'clock in the morning, dude. It was just sitting there all quiet. And, I was just sitting there alone. I didn't want to wake up Brittany, so I'm like all quiet in the bathroom, just fucking like sitting there. I'd burp into the toilet, smell my burp, and go, ew. Ew. And I'm just hovering up like, please make me throw up. So finally, I feel like I'm about to throw up, and I just dry. Dude, my body refuses to throw up. Like, it won't. My body fights me. Like, I have to throw up. My body will fight it. It's the craziest fucking thing. So I'm sitting there like, Then Brittany comes in. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, dude, I'm fucked up. I don't know what the fuck I ate. I feel so fucked up. So then this is a great time, especially for a bae, when, like, dude, they are so good at throwing up. Yeah. She was like, here's exactly what. She walked me through it. And, dude, I like fucking.
Yeah, they're dogs. They throw up. They're like, I had chocolate. Diarrhea.
Yeah, throwing up doesn't faze them at all, dude.
They have little kid belly.
They do, dude.
They just puke, just sitting in class. Dude, kids used to just puke at. Just be talking in the middle of like 4th grade. So they'd be like, just like, holy shit, what was that? You just get to go home.
Puke on the carpet.
Some poor guy, the poorest guy in town, comes in and throws wood chips on it. Some guy whose level of poor you didn't know existed in your town.
Dude, the dude in my grade school, so the janitor's son went to our grade school, and he lived right on our street. So we used to, me, my cousin, and the kid who was...
We've talked about this.
He used to steal from Goodwill.
Yeah. Hold on, I want to hear it.
We used to like go, and we would go to Wawa to like steal Black and Milds, and then every single time we'd be like, let's take turns, and every single time like, yo, it's your turn. So we'd make the kid.
I hated if it was my turn.
Dude, I would like, I think I stole the Black. I was more of a candy thief. I would go in there and I could hit the candy aisle crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Just all lined in my N1 waistband. But the tobacco thing had that like display where there used to be like just floor level, and you can just grab them right next to the thing. So we used to be like, yeah, I think it's your turn. And he would steal just like packs of Black and Milds. Philly. We were just fucking cheap Phillies blunts too. It was sick.
That's
dude.
awesome.
Awesome. But we went to Goodwill. We cultivated a thief, dude. Then we're like, all right, let's go like just fuck around and see what Goodwill has and like walk around in there. Dude went for broke and stole a pair of Eddie Bauer cargo shorts.
The janitor?
Janitor's son.
The janitor's son?
Stole a pair of Bauers, dude.
Oh.
He couldn't resist them, and we didn't even know. He didn't even tell us.
Ocean's 11.
Fucking-
It was a heist.
Dude, the lady came out. Someone came,
Janitor's son's like, we're going to break into the homeless store and steal some gym shorts.
dude, he went in. I mean, it was thieves. It was honor code, dude. We would go in there, maybe buy like weird T-shirts or like just buy like.
Did you guys
bullshit.
like talk cool like they do in Ocean's 11?
100%.
Like,
There's the demo guy.
suave.
There's the demo guy. Some guy was like, yeah. No, we would just have this kid steal stuff, and we would all smoke cigarettes. That was always the plan. We would just like steal a pack of cigarettes or some Black and Milds and smoke them. But he got ahead of himself. And we're like sitting outside of Goodwill, just eating all of our stolen candy. Be like, oh, it's gonna be tight when we smoke these cigarettes. And the lady came out and was like, you. And this dude just fucking booked. And we were like,
Janitor's
like,
son took off?
yeah, she's like, he stole.
Damn.
We were like, no, he didn't. Like, he stole a pair of cargo shorts, and then we saw him rocking them the next week. We're like, you motherfucker. He's like, dude, these are too nice, dude. I couldn't give them up.
Fuck yeah. They had to be $4.
At the most.
Yeah.
At the absolute most, dude.
So fuck her. If
That's
you
what
work
I'm
for
saying.
Salvation Army and someone steals, you got to be like,
Yeah.
definitely take it. We got that for free.
You would think they had like a no chase. A lot of stores have no chase policies. That was Ajax was the one who told me about that. He was working at Sports Authority, and he told me, he was like, I'm not allowed to chase. He's like, once I
Man,
leave the
he would
store,
love it.
I have to stop. You have to fully freeze. You can't chase someone outside the store.
And I don't want to besmirch that man, but he does suffer from, though he would follow the rule
Yeah.
to the T.
He was a renegade as a bouncer, dude.
Oh, would he like assault people?
He got talked to a couple times. Well, he would just physically pick people up. And
Yeah, he's a big
pull
guy.
you out of the bar. People like, put me down. He would just be like, nope, and pull you and just pick you up and just physically remove you. It was, dude, too funny. They had to tell him, like, dude,
Damn.
gotta fucking. He was too hot, dude.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than that.
Ajax, get in my office. He was like a rookie cop, dude.
Yeah.
Get in my office.
Hand me your badge. Put your black T-shirt down. It says staff. I worked as a bouncer in college.
Did you really?
I did. I didn't card one person.
You were laissez-faire?
I was very like, yes, you could. Somebody would hand me like not even their fucking Westchester ID. I'd be like, come on, man, do better than this. But the guy I worked with like just started doing jujitsu, and he was early at it.
They
that
should
was
screen
like
for that,
2010 jujitsu.
Yeah.
So he was like especially nuts,
And nobody knew how to do it.
He did get in trouble. He fucked a dude up one night.
Did he really?
Yeah, he took him out back and like beat his ass.
What?
Yeah, he was doing moves.
Yeah, you can't do those.
He
dude.
did moves to like a drunk college kid that was like just loud.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's also the perfect job. It was, the guy, when I was doing jiu-jitsu, he like saved the funds for his jiu-jitsu studio by bouncing. So he was just like full on like boxing and training, and he would just fuck people up like constantly. And then like he finally got enough money from fucking up drunk people to open up his own studio.
That's the dream.
I think it's a fair deal. We should let bouncers go a little. We should give them like a little more
Respect.
Definitely lethal force. We should give them lethal force for sure. I think so. I think
if you drink too much, the bouncer should be allowed.
It's like international water kind of stuff.
He
like,
can kill you.
He's not going to, obviously, and we're going to try to not have that happen. But in a scuffle, if you die, it's just going to be the bar owner gets to look into it and be like, no, you just buy the book.
Those are pretty rough. Those suck.
What?
You ever see those like videos of people getting killed by bouncers?
No, dude, I never.
It's terrible.
I didn't think
it's
it
like
was
a drunk
thing.
kid. Yeah, it happens a lot.
What?
Bouncers will like push a drunk kid, they'll fall and crack their fucking head. It's crazy.
Who's can they sue?
Yeah, and I think the bouncers go to like jail.
Really?
Yeah. It's anyway.
Damn, dude, that's just the
I'm
next
half,
level.
I'm half talking out of my ass on this.
That's-
I'm not
I mean,
sure.
they probably
I don't
do.
know the laws,
True.
but
Also, think about that in terms of like the bouncer archetype. There's no better guy to get locked up for doing the right thing than just be fucking big in jail.
yeah, you
and
get
just-
to be
just have to continue like pushing people.
You get to be Nicolas Cage in Con Air. You get to be like, I'm in here because I got in a fight outside of a bar and things went too far. I'm not like you.
Some drunk kid called me a fag and I slammed his head into the wall.
I crushed a guy's head off of a booth in a bar. His head exploded in the bar. I kind of ruined the vibe.
But I don't want to talk about that. Dude, that's fucking... That's sick. We got to reach out to bounce. If you're a bouncer and you're in jail right now, please reach out to us.
You obviously listen to this. Like, this is the #1 locked up bouncer podcast.
It's just him. He's just like celled up with a guy who like was just over the limit and ran some lady over, and he's like, I shouldn't be in here either, brother.
Dude, a montage of the hits that bouncers killed people on.
Oh, fuck.
Just a dude full speed checking somebody into the booth, just killing a guy.
Bouncers they always have like hog wrangling body too. A good bouncer, you don't want like a ripped. You want that like, hog wrangling.
That's what I was, dude. I was a complete. I do have the body of a hog wrangler. If I tuck in a t-shirt into jeans, I look exactly like every hog wrangler. I look like every guy who does like county fair pig noise competitions.
I think Butterly calls it cow strength. Yeah. You have cow strength.
One night, I was standing at the foot of the steps at Ryan's in Westchester, which is where I bounced. And
damn, dude, you at Ryan's? Mm-hmm. I've been kicked out of there.
Probably one of me and my band of brothers, dude.
I think I've been kicked out of almost every bar in Westchester at one point.
This kid came flying down there's upstairs. And I was standing at the foot of the steps. This dude left his feet probably at the top of the steps and just dove. He was parallel. And there was a wall at the bottom of the steps because it was like the side of the bar downstairs. Head first. Just while I was standing there, it was like a Wednesday night. Oh. Although that was wing night. That did rule.
True.
Ryan's has the best wings. I love Ryan's wings, dude. I might go to Westchester tonight.
You should. Just go sit there and be like, what are you doing? Be like,
just reliving the glory days.
I used to work here.
Back in 11, we would have shut that shit down. None of that bullshit would be flying here. Like, who are you, mister?
Who are you, mister?
Nothing, don't.
Yeah, the 50-year-old bartender's like, who are you, mister?
Yeah. Hey, mister. But yeah, dude, this kid, I've never seen anything like it. He was ambulance came in. This kid like died. He was like,
fuck.
It was crazy. And it was next to me, and I was just standing there. And the rest of the bar was pretty empty. All of a sudden, this dude flew down the steps, and like it was so loud. I was just like, holy shit, that guy just died. But I didn't care. It was weird. I didn't there was no part of me that was worried.
Well, you were in fucking.
I was literally just looking at a guy that just died, and I was like, we got called. That's all I did.
You should have fucking held him down just in case.
I should have put my knee in his back. Be like, stop resisting. That type of behavior is unacceptable. You can't die in here.
Yeah, it is funny that like for some reason bars get to hire their own like weird low-wage private security. Yeah. It's kind of it just gives you a glimpse into like the world of alcohol and the effects of it. Anywhere like you don't need bouncers anywhere else than like drinking establishments.
Of course,
you need to hire a dude who can like kick somebody's ass. It's like someone who it would be believable to look at them that they could kick everyone's ass in the establishment.
Yeah.
In order to have a bar, you also need like a strong dude.
Yeah, you just need big guys. Because that's the only thing, if you're hammered, that's the only thing you're going to respond to.
Well, the scrappy dudes get fired up. You get the scrappy dudes.
Well, those are the dangerous ones.
That's what I'm saying.
The tiny bouncers, you got to watch out for.
No, I'm saying I used to have a roommate in college who was a bit of a scrappy dude, dude. He was like a shorter, stockier dude. Yeah. He would get drunk and his fucking like elbow, and I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
He would just be like, "He's fucking mad." I'm like, "Dude, you're fucking scrappy dude mode."
That's how Nate gets.
Really?
Nate Marshall?
Yeah. He's scrappy dudes?
Nate Marshall is a big time scrappy dude. That's so funny. He's a complete scrappy dude. Like he's a little tiny, not tiny, but he's nice and he's sweet all day. He's very funny, and then I'll get a couple drinks in him. He's like, "These fuckers are looking at me wrong." And I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
Dude, I'm telling you, I had a college roommate, wrestler. He's a wrestler. He would get in there, dude.
That's why.
5 rum and cokes, and all of a sudden he was wearing the spandex again, dude. He'd be in there like
he's getting on all fours in front of people. Like you go first. Assume the mount or whatever.
Yeah, dude. It was, huh?
Shanner's kind of a scrappy dude.
Is he a scrappy dude? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but I don't know. He doesn't seem to. He never gets actually scrappy with anybody.
He's more of a forlorn scrappy dude.
Yeah, he goes. You can get him fired up, but he doesn't. He never fights any of us.
Well, luckily he drinks enough to like kind of neutralize himself.
So, he drinks so much he can do nothing, dude.
Like he goes from scrappy dude to like laying on the floor. It's pretty quick enough.
Dude, he does. Last time we went over to Fennell's and played poker, Oh, so fun. You would have loved this. This was right up your alley. I kept trying to get Shaner, because Shaner was blacked out.
Yeah.
I kept being like, yo, Shaner, you're going to let O'Connor talk to you like that?
Oh.
I kept trying to get Shaner to fight O'Connor. Oh. And O'Connor would be like, don't you see what he's doing? I'd be like, don't let him talk to you like that, dude. You can see what I'm doing. You know, like, you don't have to have him. And Shaner would just stand there and be like,
You fucking, what did you say to me?
we'd have to like kind of push him away. And just getting him to fight O'Connor is the best.
Oh fuck! What's
Just
also
O'Connor be like, he's doing this to both of us. Oh man,
it's also funny for someone in a blacked out state to like you somehow being able to like get right into their brain and be like, no, this is what's going on.
So
He's
easy.
like, Shane's right. Fuck O'Connor. You might be parcel tongue, dude.
for sure.
How Harry Potter
well,
can talk Slytherin.
I've been into the world. I've been into the upside down. I know how to speak that language. I was there Saturday, dude. I knocked over. I had a clock above my door in my room, above my door frame.
Yeah.
It was knocked over. I'd somehow knocked it off the wall.
You Captain Hook, dude.
I have no idea. I heard the ticks tonight.
You have no idea how the clock fell down?
Oh my god, this bruise. This is terrible. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Dude. Blacking out, dude. I'm 33. Blacked out.
Knew that.
Blacked out.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, dude. It's not ideal.
Anyway, I got this. Can you see
Although
this
your Instagram
wicked
story
bruise
was,
on my
what
wrist?
the fuck, dude? Somebody accost you?
This must have been during the clock incident. I'm not sure what happened.
You hit it.
Bruise. If you
You
can
hit
see
it where your hook would be.
This entire.
That's where your hook would be.
It's so fucking. I'm waking up like what the. Well,
I mean,
what-
also, the getting a bruised wrist is the gayest possible spot you can bruise
yeah,
yourself.
What did I hit? Just,
Oh! Or somebody gripped your wrist really hard.
True. Schultz might have accosted me. Man,
Dude, I laughed. I was with Blizz in the car, and I like. He was like, "Yeah, I listened to your guys' podcast last week," and the part about fucking you talking about the way Dorian looked at you before going to bed. I forgot all about that. He specifically said he was in his room like laughing out loud, and I was like driving a car. I almost had to stop. I started laughing.
I haven't heard from Dorian. I thought he would have reached out after that and been like, "Yo, chill."
Just him playing Super Nintendo, being like, "Huh?"
Never mind. I'm not gonna.
Dude, man, I'm telling you, man, I've gone through something of a psychic puberty, dude. I'm like, I go down in the morning, I have like I used to talk about being a systems man. I can say it.
Doing
dude.
it right
I
now?
was not stealing systems valor. I just was like, I couldn't really keep it up.
I had a feeling you were stealing a little systems
I
out,
wasn't
but I'm not going
stealing-
to call you out on stealing systems out. I had a decent.
My heart was in the right place,
I know
dude.
it was.
It was like I wanted to get in the military, but I had flat feet. It was
course.
that kind of setup. Which,
Yes.
by the way, if that's the case, you should fully be able to wear. Like, dude, I tried to get in.
Yeah.
I was too much of a threat. But yeah, dude, I'm on. I swear to God, it's the funniest fucking thing. Because I used to do all kinds of wild shit of like trying to kind of like stabilize my mood. If you get on a basic routine, and nobody wants to hear it because it's not like the sexiest thing. It's not like, oh, dude, I did like, I drank a gallon of ayahuasca and ascended. It's just like, no,
Yeah.
I literally just made myself a schedule. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All your anxiety goes away because you're not like, what am I supposed to do? Dude, that's like one of the biggest, this year of like sticking to a routine has been, I think, my godsend through all this
that's
bullshit,
awesome.
dude. It's been fantastic.
I have not, but
You're having a good
Things
time.
Are good. Yeah.
That's the other thing too. It's always everything's different for everybody else.
Sure.
There's no need to kind of like.
No, I wasn't. I didn't take it personally. It was weird though because Sunday I didn't have anxiety. Like I just had fun at this party.
That looked fun.
Like it wasn't like I woke up like, oh, I wish that. I was like, no, that was great. That was
Dude.
so fun.
You could be onto something too.
Just chugging beers with my buddies.
If you're drinking, instead of trying to quit drinking, just try to have the maximum amount of fun when you're drinking.
You have no idea how bad of an idea that is.
No, dude. You have
so
to just
bad.
make that a night to remember. Every night has to be a night
Every
to remember.
night, dude. I live for the nights I won't remember.
100%,
And
dude.
the people that I won't forget.
No, that genuinely looked awesome. I
it
felt
was
bad
really
for
fun.
McGregor, dude. I was really pulling for
Oh,
him.
I know.
He
It's
got
sad.
fucking crushed.
It's sad.
It's starting to be like, before
Yeah, he's done.
he was on that like he could have a sick comeback thing, and now it's like,
I know. The problem is it is UFC, so you can get knocked out.
yeah,
Like anybody, for the most part, can knock out anybody other than Khabib. For the most part,
yeah. What's he up to?
he says he's retired, but
Really?
yeah, McGregor was trying to pull him in, but now McGregor's out.
I mean,
I don't know. He'll have to fight. Yeah, he'll just fight. I think I've been watching his Instagrams. Just Khabib playing soccer. I think he wants to play soccer.
That's nice.
I don't know. I don't like it.
Him playing soccer?
I don't like when guys retire and do something they want to do.
Really?
I was watching that Tiger Woods.
You want him in the
fucking wrestle.
What's Tiger up to?
Did you watch the Tiger Woods doc at all?
No.
Bro.
What's he up to?
Bruh. I have never felt. I know. I've told you this before. One of my biggest regrets was being a chick about Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Disgusted. Now I came around like that year.
When you were pissed at
Just
him
one
for
South Park episode,
being
and I was
an
like,
adulterer.
"Oh yeah, I'm being gay as fuck about this." But the Tiger Woods doc on ESPN it's fucking awesome, and it shows like his dad. I mean, Tiger started golfing when he was like 1.
Yeah.
He was like on Carson golfing. He was on like the Tonight Show.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy. But his whole life, he was going to be the best ever. His dad, like, forced him to be that. And then, obviously, he became the best ever. And then it turns out he fucked a lot of chicks while he was a, billionaire, best athlete in the world.
Yeah.
And the journalists, like, I'm becoming the guy who hates journalists. Not that I have any underlying reasons. But
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger and I watched Green Street Hooligans. You remember that? They're like, "You're not a fucking journo, are you?" And I was like, what the fuck is their problem against journalists? Now I'm fully like, yeah, journalists suck.
Yeah.
These guys from the National Enquirer followed him. He was fucking this waitress, a Perkins waitress.
Ooh,
Tiger's a-
come on now.
He
bro.
was fucking everybody.
Ooh, hold on a second. That's just something to be said for that guy's fucking libido, dude.
Perkins waitresses.
I mean, who doesn't go into fucking...
Also, he was going to Vegas a lot with Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan. The three of them would go out in Vegas.
Yeah, dude.
And they would... what do you think those guys were doing?
I mean, dude.
Just hanging out with the fellas?
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine... It's got to be something of like a... You know the game Paperboy for Nintendo? It's got to be something of like a Paperboy route for those guys. To like not get
Sniz?
pussy.
Oh
it
my
must
God.
just be like... You must be falling into it.
Yeah.
It's got to be honestly annoying to the point where it's like, dude, like,
Yeah.
enough.
Anyway, this is the craziest part. So he's been fucking this chick. People from the National Enquirer, I think was what it was, followed him in their car. And they went and fucked in their car behind a building.
That's low.
She took her tampon out and threw it on the street. One of the journalists went and picked it up for proof.
It's pretty tight, actually.
What a
Go ahead.
disgusting weasel. And then
Yo.
they brought it to Tiger's team's attention. What happened?
They took the tampon.
They were like, "We have the fucking tampon, dude. We know you fucked the Perkins waitress."
He fucked a Perkins waitress who was on her period.
Because he rules.
That's tight. No, I'm
Isn't
telling
that
you,
nice to know?
Yeah.
That even Tiger would fuck a Perkins
Do
waitress.
you think he
on her
fucked
period?
someone who worked at Baskin Robbins 31 too?
Oh, most definitely.
Do you think if he went to the KFC Taco Bell combination, he was like, I need one of each employee?
I'm sure that's where you're starting to get to the line.
KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, he was like, I'm going to have a foursome, dude, with a representative from each franchise. That's fucking... So he fucked a Perkins waitress
So they
on her
bring
period.
they bring the tampon to Tiger's team, and they say, "Hey, we got you," and then they blackmail him into doing the cover of Men's Fitness, which is the owner of National Enquirer also owns Men's Fitness, or did at the time. So they were just like, "All right, well, we won't release it if you just do this for us." So he had to do this thing for them while they blackmailed him so they could make money on. Like it was,
Yeah, exactly.
And then he has a fucking press conference.
Yeah.
Once he got caught, eventually he got caught. But
Yeah, of
eventually
course.
the hoes couldn't keep it.
Yeah.
They had to yap.
It's a house of cards, bro.
You're not going to. And in their defense, I'd be pussy bragging too.
Yeah,
and
dude.
which is what they were doing. They were dong bragging.
Yeah.
It's a good dong to brag.
It's also, too, kind of a thing where I think on some level he knew what he was doing. It's like he wanted to hit the old reset button on his life.
I think so. Yeah, for sure. And they kind of alluded to that in the documentary. But he gets in trouble. Then he has to have a press conference for like 80 people.
Yeah.
Just sitting in this room, and everyone's very like, "This is so sad."
Yeah.
And it's like he's like, "I got pussy." I don't know what that noise is. Anyway, what I was
He's an
trying to get
adulterer,
at,
yeah.
he was an adulterer. Who cares? And then, well, look, it's bad. That's
Yeah.
it.
It's not the nicest thing.
Yeah. But he got into, like, being a Navy SEAL for a little while and, like, doing his own thing.
Fuck
He
yeah,
loved,
dude.
like, scuba diving and trying to be a Navy SEAL. And it was like, no, dude, golf.
I
I don't
support
like
it.
when they start to retire and want to do other things.
I support it, dude.
No.
Tiger, dude, doing Navy. First of all, the guy, nobody wants to come as bad as him. So that's the only thing. If you can't come like you used to, SEAL training.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
He was
dude.
going like in their like training facilities, like door to door, like breaking in,
Fuck,
like
dude, that
clearing
fucking
houses
rules,
with
dude.
them. Yeah,
The guy's trying to live it. He's had his life dictated to him his entire life by other people.
Yeah.
He fucked his way out of it, swag, and then did SEAL training. Awesome.
and then
he comes back and he's
comes
pretty
back
good,
and
right?
won the Masters like last year.
Dude. Yeah, the dude rules, man.
Yeah, I hate myself for ever doubting him.
You
For
couldn't help
doubted
it. You were in
him.
a heavy household.
I'm very Catholic, and when I
Exactly.
hear somebody commit adultery, I hate it. Matt, I'll tell you what. When I heard about your divorce, it made me sick to my damn
dude, I'm
stomach.
telling you. I think my dad judges me, I think.
Does he really?
not to my face, but he'll be like, that guy, he's on his third wife, obviously. And I'm like, I'm on my fucking second, bro. What the
A
fuck?
second. Chill.
Come on, bro.
He said third to you before?
He's like, you guys been married 3 times, obviously. Fucking. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man?
All right, whatever. Guy who's been married 3 times. It's like, all right, what kind of insult is that?
Dude, it's like my dad just like constantly talks to me about how annoying girls are, and then he's like, this guy's been divorced like 3
Yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It's like, no,
I get his point. I do. I get his
No,
point.
I'm
It's
sorry.
like,
I shouldn't have brought up divorce. I was just joking.
no, dude, I don't care at all.
Gerby's
I don't care at all. But it's
just falling. It's all right.
Gerby's is like, I'm fucking out of here.
That's all right. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is fun. I've noticed my dad has a tick. That's one of his ticks. If a dude had multiple wives, he's just like weirdo.
Yeah, he didn't stick it out like the rest of us. Went through hell.
Yeah, they still battle, dude.
Of course.
They still battle.
Can you imagine?
It's so fucking funny. Watching them go at it is just like what is there to fight about?
Bill told me about a fight recently.
Yeah, man. Billy stoked the flames.
Yeah.
They got my mom fired up. I don't know, dude. It's like they'll like both fuck around. Him and my brother Tom will fuck with my mom, and I'm like, dude.
I know. Well, that's
Why?
a bad thing I do. I fuck with my mom.
I can't,
too.
dude, no
I
way.
I can't. Well, just the way she reacts,
Yeah.
I can't not. And I do need to definitely.
Billy
stop.
got a spaz out of my mom. Apparently.
Yeah, when you get a spaz, it's terrible. It feels
dude.
horrible.
Got an F word out of her, dude.
Really?
She doesn't really curse like that.
Yeah,
But
I guess I did stop. I did stop messing with her, but I will. Whenever I'm home and I see her doing wild shit, I'm kind of the only one that'll be like, "What are you doing?"
What's she up to?
Just kind of nagging people, enough that it's like, leave him alone.
Yeah,
Like she'll
sure.
come in and be like, "What are you doing?" Like my dad, and I'll be like, "You know what he's doing?
Yeah,
Like,
let
he's
him
doing the
be.
same thing he's done for 60 fucking years. It didn't change today."
Yeah, man, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, don't
Pardon me.
sorry at all.
So you and your mommy and daddy are fighting as well.
Nah,
you and
they
me,
just-
I feel sick about it when my
What?
mommy and daddy fight.
I never see it, but
I've never, yeah.
Apparently, he fired. They have more kind of issues around like my, it's a family business. My mom will be like, "Here's what we should do." My dad will just literally the face he makes. He goes,
Yeah, that's it every time, dude. Yeah.
he just drops his neck and he's like, "Mayor, just let me." And then he'll just be like, he does this.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
Well, yeah, that's all you can do. You can only appeal to heaven.
Yeah,
You
literally.
can
Yeah.
only just be like, "God, take this burden away from me. I can't hit her, God."
I remember when we were teenagers, we were all in a conversion van. He was like, "Your mom's a fucking psycho." It was me and all my brothers, and we're just like, he's like, "She just fucking reinvents history." And then we'll be sitting there. He's like, "I never changed a diaper in my life. I had 6 kids." And it's like, all right, well, fucking.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I could do it.
Yeah.
I could turn a nice wife into a bit of a fucking
Start
psycho.
to nag on you a little.
Oh, I would kill somebody if they didn't help with that.
For sure. My mom's big family is everything.
I would
too.
never help.
What do you mean?
So I'm criticizing. I would say from your mom's perspective, I agree with her. From your dad's, 100%, that's what I will do.
What, just never help?
Almost never help. I can tell you that's headed down the pipeline for me.
Yeah, it's
No,
one,
I'll do it.
it's one way to do it, man. Just to be like, nah, I don't do that kind of stuff. In terms of like,
True, kind of like Wood.
Household
Wood
duties.
in South Bend. Just like, no, I made a deal with
Made a
myself.
deal
I
with-
wasn't going to do anything. All right. Where are we at?
but yeah,
Where are we at?
we got plenty of time right now because
Good.
we're on a hard out for you.
I have a hard out. I have to do an interview with ESPN San Antonio. They want to talk about my illustrious
football career?
No, I don't want to talk about that. I'm just doing a show. San Antonio, Texas, this weekend. Please come.
Spud was telling me that ESPN is just all social justice now.
Holy shit,
It's
dude.
that's all it is.
If you haven't seen it lately, it's like
Yeah,
it's
I don't
crazy.
Want, yeah.
I watched it this morning. I watched it, and they were like, I guess in the Super Bowl there's going to be a female ref, and they were just like the hosts talking back and forth were like, yeah, and the NBA's hired 6 women this year. It's officials, and they're like, the NBA is always the most progressive. That's great. Anyway, back to like they literally were like, they're the most progressive.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, what are they going to do for like? Are they going to just keep them at either end of the court because they can't run with the men? So what are they going to do? Just have them cherry pick? Like they'll be, you take this half, you take that. They're going to give them like zone. They're going to have like a zone refereeing.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they're going to handle this. No, they get some good.
No, they'll be
I'll tell
fine.
you what. Basketball is the one I can definitely. I'm good with that.
Yeah,
Lesbians love basketball.
true.
They played it, and women can play basketball at a relatively. Like I watched a hockey game the other day with a female announcer.
Mm-hmm.
Took me right out of it.
Really,
I was very annoyed that a woman was.
dude. I know
It's like,
people.
dude, give us.
I know a girl who played hockey.
Let us
for
keep
years.
hockey.
No way, dude. Oh, you want to keep hockey
Let
as
us
like
keep
a
hockey. Let the boys have
as a
hockey.
white patriarchal stronghold?
Yeah. What do you think hockey is? Come on, man. Let the guys have hockey. No woman is sitting down to watch the fucking Leafs versus the Wild.
Some girls like hockey.
Girls like hockey players. Hockey players are the cutest. And
Really?
they have the cutest butts.
True, dude.
You ever watch hockey guys and think about their butts?
No, I always thought they looked kind of more like faces of meth. Hockey guys are usually kind of like
When they lose their teeth
rough.
and shit, sure.
but when they come out of
Hockey players are very. You ask a good white bay,
Yeah.
she'll tell you NHL.
really,
Hottest guys. Soccer, too gay. They're the most beautiful.
yeah,
NHL, hottest.
wow.
I think that's just because they're the most normal looking white guys to them.
the hockey players,
Yeah, they're all like fucking like 5'10" white guys.
they got long hair.
Yeah.
True,
You couldn't look at Manu Bowl and be like, that's my guy.
dude.
See him slithering through the water.
I like him, dude. I like the fact that he went down there to try to straighten up Sudan, and they try to capture him. They try to capture all 7 feet of Manute Bol. It's like, dude, what kind of fucked up thing is this?
Think of him running away.
He got away.
Yeah, he's just
He brought
like Happy Gilmore's boss. He got out of there.
Yeah, the government of Sudan claims that, like, I don't know why everyone's leaving. They're just being babies about this. But we didn't attack them. Their government holds it down like liars.
Dude, I heard somebody just told me this because I was talking about Hotel Rwanda. Mm-hmm. The guy who's the main character in that's like getting arrested by that government now.
What?
The other government won
Really?
or something. I don't know. And I think he was supposed to be like a humanitarian like hero in this movie. And then I think in real life he's being held captive
What?
by the Rwandan government.
Yeah, dude. They're the politics right now. I
Maybe
think,
Hollywood didn't tell the
I
whole
think
story.
Ethiopia's having problems too now. I think they're like starving.
Really?
They're starving.
Ethiopia's been hungry for a while.
Yeah, they're apparently like someone's going to starve like a rebel camp. That's like what's happening right now.
Ethiopia?
In Ethiopia, yeah.
That's no good.
Yeah, apparently back in the 80s when they were starving, when we had that like kick-ass concert for them,
Yeah.
that was apparently a man-made like food blockade. Everyone, that's according to something I read. They were saying it was their communist leader.
Nowadays, they all are, technically.
Yeah. Oh, true.
Nowadays,
Absolutely.
every food shortage is a man-made. Somebody was like,
Yeah.
they don't need that.
Oh yeah. I mean, they can all be shipped.
Matt's going to get cookies and steak and cake for his birthday.
to like throw up.
Those people? No.
Yeah, dude. For sure. Dude, I felt like I get ashamed of myself when I throw up too. So I threw up and dude,
Why?
I don't know. It's a weird, it's like a subconscious thing.
If you throw up from being sick, I get thrown up from a hangover.
But the
and
weirdest
being
part-
like, what the fuck am I doing?
I usually just feel so relieved if I throw up when I'm hungover.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, thank God that's over.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's not like a thing that I think about. I was just like, the whole rest of the day, I was just like,
Yeah.
I had to stick my finger down my
Just
throat.
ruined your birthday.
Dude, well, I don't care about that, but it was just like, dude, it just fucking sucked. Just be over the toilet and be like, yeah. It was, awful.
I just threw up.
Did you?
Yeah.
When? Or after the party?
It was New Year's. I
Really?
could have sworn I just threw up after a night of drinking.
Well, it's nice if you're blacked out and throw up and you kind of vaguely remember throwing
No,
up.
I threw up the next day.
Ooh.
And it was like I had just chugged a Powerade. It came back up cold.
A
It was
Powerade?
like still cold. Yeah, I chugged like a cold
I'm thinking
Powerade.
all sports. You chugged a Powerade.
Yeah. And then
What flavor? Blue?
I think it was orange.
Oh, nice.
This is a nice treat on the way back up.
Yeah.
Now, before we keep this moving,
Yeah.
because this thing's flying,
100%.
Lamar.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Now, we discussed before the show a little bit that you have been trying your best not to come.
Yes.
Yes.
What a disgusting endeavor you're on. Why?
Why?
Has it become a problem?
It's not. Yeah. It's just.
You would say your masturbating has become a problem?
It's just been a.
Well, no, repeat what I said. Would
my
you say...
masturbation has become a problem?
Ew.
How many? What are you talking in terms of time frame?
Just mess with you, man. Yeah, what are we talking about?
Oh man.
We're friends, dude.
45 minutes to an hour.
Whoa, you jerk off for an hour?
You're really trying to find the perfect porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Is the camera on you right now?
Yeah.
It's on
All right,
Noah.
good.
It's on
I want
Noah. It's on Noah.
Yeah. I want them to see the sadness in your eye when you said, yeah. Yeah.
Been there, brother. Yeah.
So you jerk off for an hour?
I used to do that, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just greedily searching for. I'm like, this isn't the one.
Daily?
This isn't the one.
Yeah.
How many times a day?
It's. Oof.
No.
Maybe like it's not like it was like it's like a couple times in the stretch.
Dude,
You know?
Lemaire,
What's
just-
going on here? What's the stretch?
What are you like?
Oh, you're multi-nutting.
like I'll come.
You'll ejaculate out of your penis.
I'll
You'll shoot out of your
ejaculate,
penis.
Yeah.
You'll shoot semen
I'll
out of your
pulse.
penis. You'll pulse hard.
yeah.
Okay. And then, all right, so you'll jerk off for 1 hour straight.
Yeah.
And then pulse once?
It's like watching a video.
Lemaire,
Lemaire, a flash of Lemaire's autism just holy shit, dude. I'm sorry.
Lemaire, we can
Never
play
mind.
this.
Forget about this. I'm sorry. You all right?
I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
No, it's okay.
Damn,
It's just
that-
coming back.
What is?
You're
Yeah,
fucking
just like the jacking off. I was just thinking about it.
treacherous behaviors, dude.
You have fucking flashbacks of jerking off? Obviously. Yeah, everybody
Your wrist,
remembers.
dude, you dig it like this. You're like, yeah.
Oh, no. All right. So you can't control your arm. Your arm's the problem. Once that thing gets going, you might have jerked off right here. All right. But just to answer this, you're kind of dancing around this. So you jerk off for 1 hour, and you finish once per hour.
Finish once. Okay, I finish once per hour, and then I'll stop. I'll watch something else, and I'll be like, I don't think I saw the video I liked, and I'll just go
Run it
you know,
back.
Go back for another hour.
Yeah.
So now you're looking at 2 hours, possibly a day.
It was like hour and a half, 2 hours.
So to
yeah.
put it in perspective,
You jerked off for 2 hours a day for how long? Because, dude, this is the craziest shit I've heard.
I used to do this, dude. I used to do long fat. I wouldn't do the second one. I would try to be like, let me run that back, but I would do more of a quicker one. But there's like a kind of a weird delight in ripping the second one. You're like, yeah, fucking I'm coming again. It's gonna be awesome. I used to sit there and just, dude, I would be like, I'm gonna jerk off and then take a nap, and I would just, dude, 45 minutes to an hour of just like, not that one, not that one, not that one, dude.
Kind of get the searching, but are you going at it while you're
yeah,
searching?
I'm just like
Okay.
kind of fapping quietly, and then like if I would start to build myself up to the point where I'm about to bust my nut, I would be like, slow it down, brother.
Really?
Yeah, and I'd be like, that's
Ooh.
Saint one. Because there's nothing worse than when you're fapping and then you just like
And then
blankly
you
come
find
to
the
the
right one,
video.
you're like,
that's- Oh, big time, dude. Yeah. But then if you're fapping and you come to like an unexciting video and you like kind of just blankly come, you're like, it's like, it sucks.
Man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're trying to fill a void, dude. You're trying to fill a deep, deep void.
I don't feel that way when
You don't have the void.
I just
You have something of a pyramidal value system, dude.
5 minutes.
You got you got your eye on the
Before
prize.
bed.
You got your eye on the prize, dude. If you don't have your eye on the prize, you start to just be like,
Just while I'm reading about Pelelu, I'm like, well, these guys had it pretty bad. So you're jerking off 2 hours a day. How long have you been doing this?
A while.
How
Well,
long
like-
would you say?
maybe
Like
like
most of your adult life?
Yeah, not most. Like, okay, because sometimes I'd stop again.
It's off and on. It's off and on. It's off and on.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you look bad or feel bad. I'm just.
No.
I guess.
Well, just to put it, this is a perspective I'd like to put it in, Lemaire. And when you think about this, while you're jerking off in an hour and a half to 2 hours, again, which I used to do, just think there's a person out there who's enduring like an hour and a half commute back and forth from work. It's a weird way to think of it. There's a guy in his car just gripping the wheel.
Just jerking off
and
on
you're
a
just
Greyhound.
you're just in a fucking screen.
Just jerking off on a SEPTA. That's what he's doing in between work. On his way home, he's in the back.
No, he's just fucking, white knuckling some NPR. And the whole time doing that, you're fucking.
He's white knuckling some Lash Me Sing.
Just funny thing about it, for a person's entire commute, you're just like.
That's a long sesh. So all right, so I take it back. I was a little critical of your NoFap.
But sometimes after it though, after the long sesh, if you do find the right video after basically an hour of edging, dude.
All right, well then enjoy it.
No, dude, but then the time, dude, look at these.
Fuck that. Who cares? I mean, obviously,
dude, fapping for an hour of your day.
Now that's you. You have a very busy.
I'm an ambitious man.
Yes, Lamorp. Take an hour out of fucking Capcom versus Marvel or whatever. Fire one off.
I think he doesn't want Capcom versus Marvel. How much Capcom versus Marvel do you want, Lemaire?
Not a bunch. I got a little bit.
It's funny when you always got to fit a little in.
You got to fit a little in. I mean, come on. It's the point of fucking living.
True.
So you were on a NoFap, and this is all just leading us to the story, but it's more important to get the.
5 days.
It's like you did 5 days coming.
5 days NoFap. Yeah, I went to.
What's 24 times 5? 120 hours.
Why would you embarrass the whole group like this?
120 hours.
All four of us like. I hope someone else gets it quick.
I think it's 120 hours. So you did 120 hours fat free.
You carrying the? Yeah, he's carrying it.
Yeah.
You can see he's doing the math.
120.
Yeah.
All right. So you can do it. You can do it, and then just.
Yeah, but I was dizzy. Like I was like getting dizzy.
Really?
It's like, yeah.
Matt's talked about experiencing a bit of cum fever himself.
Yeah, man. I would do like a 6 day on like a 7th was like my limit. Now, I honestly think I could rock a 7 day. I mean, I think I like do it pretty regularly now. But at first, dude, I would go like fucking 6-7 days, and I'd be doing push-ups, and like my heart would skip a beat. You get like that Red Bull vodka feeling almost. If you don't come for a lot of days, and your body's making the stuff.
Sure.
You're putting in the orders.
Sure.
They're
the demand's there.
The
supply is building.
Supply is there. You got like wartime effort going on in terms of production.
Some guy, the factory in your nutsack's like, these were supposed to go out yesterday. What the hell are these doing here? So, Lamorp, you're an hour 120 of not jizzing, and you've been jerking off for 3 to 4 hours a day your whole adult life. So now, all right, so what happens next?
I go to the movies. I want to go see a movie. I'll go to see One Night in Miami.
Okay, so now you're celebrating your heritage.
Yeah.
What's One Night in Miami?
I think it's like Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X and
Jim Brown. It's the Black
Jim
Avengers.
Brown. Hell yeah. Black Avengers get together and they're like, we gotta shut down this racism, y'all.
What the hell did Charles say about pulling up our pants?
Yeah.
They're just trying to stop Sir Charles, dude.
Jim Brown was the man. Also, I think supported Trump.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. Sick. I love to see it. I did not.
True.
Me? Not me. I could never. Do you hear this, AOC? Not me.
True. I'm telling you, man. They're like
they're rounding them up.
Something has to give. There has to be a symbolic show of force against anyone who would dare storm the Capitol, dude.
I got one more for you after this.
Yeah.
Now you got me fired up when I was asking you about that book. That'll definitely get this show flagged. Yeah, I guarantee you're not allowed to say that word.
Really?
Yeah.
The book?
Yeah, probably. All right.
So you're in the theater.
You're celebrating Black history.
Yeah.
You're cum dizzy.
Which, to be fair, is the best
Now
way to
here's going to
celebrate
be my
Black
favorite
history.
part. What sweet treats did you get at the movie theater?
They didn't have any. They didn't
No
have
treats.
Any. No treats.
Did you tell him you haven't came in 7 days? I need some Twizzler nibs right now.
I wonder if one of them saw you walking around and thought it was like Five Nights at Freddy's, where like a animatronic bear started walking around. All right.
Yeah.
So you're snackless and horny.
Yeah. And
No snacks.
No.
And high.
And yeah, for sure.
Obviously doped up.
It's dangerous.
And no drinks? They didn't have drinks in there?
No
You brought your own?
drinks. No, I had a water. I had it in my thing.
All
I
right.
always try to say strap of water.
Shame on you for not bringing your own snacks to the movie theater. That's
Yeah. Can't believe
But I
you
thought
did.
I'd be able to go in and buy some if it's open.
What snacks would you have gotten?
money
I
bags.
would have got a popcorn and some gummy worms.
Okay. Solid, a little sweet and salty.
Good
Go on.
order. All right. Cum filled. No gummy worms.
No popcorn.
Celebrating black excellence.
Yeah. So I walk into the theater and there's this couple. It's just me and this couple. They're sitting up front, and then they just like walk. They get up and walk behind me, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna go fuck.
You thought that to yourself.
Yeah, because I kind of willed it. Like I was
I'm thinking you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just
Maybe that cum in you charged everybody up. The endorphins you released.
You might have had a cum hallucination.
It's true.
Like the
You may
deli-
have seen porn.
It's like the delirium tremens for cum instead of alcohol.
Yeah. That was your pink elephant. Isn't that what it is? A pink elephant?
no.
So wait, were they like audibly having sex?
So
behind
a
you?
couple, so you're filled to the brim with jizz, and this couple sneaks behind you.
me, and I'm trying to watch black people talk on the screen, so I just hear and I hear just like
Really?
like in the background, and they're just like gawks and.
Was it a white
slurps.
couple or black
She was
couple?
giving him head. What do you?
I think they're black. Yeah.
Yeah. No offense.
No, it was a white lady. It was a white lady.
Oh, dude,
Whoa,
that's
this
the
guy got his dick
ultimate-
sucked to Malcolm X by a white lady. Holy shit!
Damn, dude. So you're just surrounded by black excellence at this point.
That's the most black excellence.
Oh, dude.
I thought they closed the AMC on Columbus Ave.
It was.
They did it.
It was the Rivers 5.
Okay.
Ritz 5, whatever. Yeah.
Where's that at?
Old City.
Damn. So a guy got his dick sucked by a white lady during one night in Miami. And now, all right, last one. I'm sorry. How hard were you?
True.
Dude. I couldn't focus on the movie. I
Well,
couldn't
that's
focus on the movie.
very understandable. If someone's getting their dick sucked directly behind me, I'm kind of.
Yeah, I mean, you're not talking. It wasn't Avatar, dude.
Yeah, true.
I would have called the usher and be like, dude, I'm sorry.
You'd
one of my
have
favorite
to,
movies.
or just move. You'd have to move.
No
down.
way, dude. You got to stand
no
your
way.
ground on that.
If someone starts getting their dick sucked right behind you,
There's no way I'm moving.
how long were they fucking?
The whole movie.
Damn, dude.
It's 2 hours.
Really?
They
They knew you weren't going to snitch.
I wasn't gonna snitch. I'm not a snitch. I did
Yeah.
I did look back a bunch. Go like, hey, you guys.
So you're a
having
pervert?
sex? I won't look. Yeah, I am a pervert.
Perverts.
I would have definitely, dude. I would have moved behind them and been like,
True.
Yeah. I wanted them to ask me to join. That's like, hey,
obviously. I mean, she should have. It's kind of
Yeah.
fucked up she didn't.
it's like you guys are in the.
Did you clap at the end of the movie? Stand up and clap for them.
Yeah, they stopped. Oh, at the end of the movie, Sam Cooke started singing "A Change Will Come," and they stopped fucking. It was real good.
Out of
It was
respect?
good.
Wow.
Out of respect of how good that part is. Yeah.
So they was, I was born. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
Enough.
This guy getting
Get off me, bitch.
He's like, hold on, baby. Watch this. This is beautiful. Hold on, baby.
In
One
a
second.
little tent. He just started crying. He's like, get off me, bitch.
So that was obviously the end of the NoFap. I know exactly where
Dude.
that led.
Yes.
Dude,
I've witnessed Matt fall from the exact
same fucking thing, dude.
Oh, man, that was how nice was
Lemaire.
that? Me and Matt were at a friend of mine's house, and a nice young college girl. We only hang out with the youngest, most supple boys and girls. So we were young too. This was probably like 4 years
couple
ago.
years ago, yeah.
So I was not even in my 30s. But you're allowed to fuck college kids if you're in your 20s. And we didn't fuck college. But
Your 30th birthday, they tear up your college ID.
yeah,
Like,
you're not
no
allowed
more
to fuck
fucking
college.
sweet college babies.
Can I
dude.
text them? Yeah, you can text them, but they're gonna tell on you eventually. What? They will. Fuck it. But
Yeah.
Matt's. We were sitting there, and this couple got up and went and just fucked in this room right behind. But you could hear her, and we had just been
got
sitting
to,
with
yeah,
her all
exactly.
night.
We're hanging out, you know.
And it's like, oh, she's great. I'd love to fuck her. And then you just hear her getting fucked in the next room.
yeah, dude.
And
you
Matt
didn't
was
know
on a
at
NoFap.
first. I was on like a 7-day NoFap, and I'm like sitting there. I think like people were playing cards or something.
Yeah, we were
What
playing
doing.
cards.
And all of a sudden, I'm sitting here just being like, if my memory serves me correctly, she had some fucking big naturals.
She did have
She had some
heavy naturals.
Big naturals, and I'm on a 7-day nofap, and I'm sitting here just like, she's all nice.
You
this
know
and
those
that.
naturals are getting knocked around just in a room right behind you.
Yeah, I can picture them clearly. Like I'm thinking they're like one of those like down and out kind of setups. So I'm like, oh man. So like they start doing their thing, and I'm sitting there like, I'm like, hey, I'm out of here. I had to
You got
go.
any more Yinglings?
Dude, I was just like, all right, well, I'm gonna get out of here. I listened to like about a half an hour, 45 minutes of it, and I was like salivating. Went home and just unleashed a 7-day, no porn, no anything. Just remembered the noises, and was just like, just a no fap all over my little fucking sofa bed, dude.
Damn.
Dude,
You guys got problems.
I couldn't do. What the fuck? That was crazy. No, I'm not even mad.
After what I confessed to you guys before this, I would never condemn you on this.
What'd you confess?
No, it was a confession off air, man.
True.
Jeez Louise, dude. Is nothing sacred?
True. But dude, yeah, man. I feel your pain. Although I do think removing porn from your life is a good move.
Yeah,
Doesn't have to be, but it's.
I'll
like
tell you what, I've kind of, well, again, not after what I just told you, but I've come around kind of naturally to not caring about it. Like, it's like, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's kind of the exact same thing every single time.
It is.
And I can't get weirder.
Yeah.
That's what's nice. Like, I can't, like, if I watched T-porn at all,
Yeah.
not for me.
Yeah.
None of that's for me.
No, yeah, it is.
Every once in a while I can get like a real dark,
I think
weird one.
T-porn is the sign of when you're getting like voided out, when you just you're like trying to get deeper
Yeah.
and deeper into it, and then it's like, dude, I like stopped watching that shit.
You keep digging until you get to
I stopped watching that
just
shit,
gay.
dude. And as soon as, dude, well, yeah,
Yeah.
for real. What was funny is like you get that T-porn, something that can snag you, and dude, I think there's a lot more soldiers out there who are just like not talking about their
For sure.
T-porn. And
Anytime when you and me talked about it on the when you
Yeah.
confessed to it,
Yeah.
first off, I had never even imagined it.
yeah, dude.
I couldn't believe it. But as soon as I remember I condemned you.
Yeah.
I said, shame upon this.
I mean, I think
and
it's-
everybody we knew came out and was like, oh, fucking, come on, man.
T-porn,
What the
bro?
fuck's wrong with you? Where, are you gay? And I
Well,
was
it's
like,
funny.
what?
It's well, it's funny because it really should not be a big deal. It really shouldn't. If we're like, everyone's moving forward, we're doing all new stuff. It's not a huge deal. I'll say this is the thing though. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. It should be something that is moved past. However, as soon as I kind of like got my ducks in a row, it just lost all of its allure. Dude, I'm telling you, it was the phallic mother. I think I was bowing before the phallic mother, and as soon as I fucking integrated myself fully, well, not fully, obviously, like 3/4 of the way, I'd
Sure.
say. Yeah, I've like pulled it up and just been like, ugh.
Yeah,
Same
that's-
thing. Dude,
well, that's how it always should have been. It should have always been like, oh, fuck.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
But if you're in the existential vacuum, dude, if you're adrift, the fucking sirens, dude, the dong sirens start calling.
The ladies with dongs.
pull your ship over here.
You're all right. There's nothing wrong with it. You're exactly right.
No, I'm telling you, I think it should be. I think we have bigger fish to fry as a species right now. But I will say, it's one of those things that I think if you're watching it, being like, why am I watching this? It's like you should probably start like
Definitely
examining some things.
Yeah, I think if you were doing it and feeling guilty, I don't know. If I watched porn and
Definitely.
felt guilty after, or like
Yeah.
something, then I'd be like, this is bad. Because I'm usually very easy to feel guilty about almost anything.
I do like if you watch it, you're done, you're just like, ah.
Dude, 100%. Like, there's nothing to it to me.
Yeah, that's
I don't
good.
know. I put no stock in it at all.
That's good.
If I don't do it, I just forgot.
Yeah.
That's all. It's on
Yeah.
my to-do list.
It's just like
It's
something
like,
you'll
oh,
get
yeah, I
around
should jerk
to.
off.
Yeah.
Did I jerk off?
No, there is something to be said for
Nice.
like maintenance jerks. Like you do got to get it. You can't be running
Yeah.
on too hot all the time. But I will say, in a relationship, you can get to the point where you start to get kind of like do vengeance porn. Not like vengeance porn, but like you get in an argument, and you're like, I'll just fucking jerk off, fuck you. And then you can start to get. I'm not talking about like getting into like come here bitch porn, but like I've never got into snuff porn. I'm just talking about being like fuck you then. Just like I'm just gonna fap, and then you just like fap for like 3 days straight. And
Yeah,
then,
true.
Then Bae wants to have sex, and you're just like you
Yeah.
fapped yourself into an empty bee.
All right. Yeah, that's fair. I've run into that problem. That is
sucks.
certainly an
That
issue.
Sucks, dude.
Lemaire, sorry I stretched that story out so much. That should have been 1 second of you just being like, yeah, this couple fucked at a movie behind me. But I'm glad we got to the bottom of you jerking off for like several hours a day.
Dude, I'm telling you, man,
And it's good you came clean and admitted it to thousands of people.
Well,
I feel free now.
that's what I'm saying, dude. You gotta let it. No, dude, I used to do that all the time.
No, I know.
and dude,
I'm
so
not
many
really.
fucking people do.
It's cool when girls do it.
Not even.
It actually is not. But
To me, dude, as a father.
to me,
Nah.
disgusting.
To me, when I hear about, I'm like, the fuck you.
If I hear about a girl masturbating,
I mean, if they're gonna for a quick one-off, if a girl's like I'm laying in my room masturbating all day, I'd flip the bed. I just get the fuck.
flip the mattress out.
100%. I told you I want to go back on Tinder on Slut Patrol. Go on Tinder as a married man and just critique women. Like, what are you doing? What the hell's this?
Do you know what that would lead to?
What?
You think you're able to, you can barely withstand the dong sirens, dude. What do you think? What do you think's gonna happen if you got on Tinder? You're like, yo, I'm just doing this. This is a little project I'm working on to help women. Actually, you're actually very beautiful.
Or just be a match.
The reason I was being so hard on you is because you're so sweet and beautiful. She matched with me? Oh,
You like Avatar: Last Airbender too?
we just met to get dinner to talk. I'm trying to help her out. Dude, I would fall in love so quick with that.
As soon as someone's like, "You're right," I'd be like, "I am." Like, what else do you want to know?
Do you
about?
want to just hang out and talk? All right, we gotta switch
Sliding
over
page, dude.
to the Patreon.
Oh man.
If you get a chance and you live near San Antonio, Texas, the 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st, I'll be down there. That's a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday show. So some of those will probably be pretty light. Please come. The 4th, 5th, and 6th of February, I'll be at Raleigh, at Goodnights in Raleigh, North Carolina. And then I believe the 19th and 20th of February, I'll be at the Arlington Draft House in Washington, D.C.
It's a nice little stretch.
Little fun stretch there.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. Matt, do you have anything you want to plug here?
Dude, just my just like null. I got the logotherapy vids working. I'm doing them now, like kind of like documentary style. I throw like stock footage and shit. It's pretty fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm getting
Yeah.
into making internet stuff. That I did
those
one,
out.
but I'll have it done soon.
And that's
I'm
helping the bros.
It's helping the bros. Between that and Romos is getting the bros fucking on the straight and
Lamar,
narrow.
get on that.
Psych null is getting the mindset.
Get
right.
on the psych now and stop masturbating so much, would you?
Yeah, dude.
No, tell him to knock that. That's weird, right?
Just knock it off.
He didn't agree that it was weird. No one masturbates for hours.
You know, sometimes.
I mean, dude, if you got that thick fucking root,
If I had a root like Noah's, I'd be
you gotta grip it every now and
socking
again.
that thing around.
Not every day, multiple hours. Sometimes, you know, you just gotta pull it
All right,
out
no,
for a little
we're
bit.
trying to end the episode, dude. Don't be
Okay.
a hog. Don't try to steal the mayor's thunder.
Yeah, you might have a thick root, dude. You don't have to be a thick
Yeah,
root, dude.
yeah, exactly.
Hogging out on the end of it.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding, no.
Thank you
I love your
guys.
dick.
Thank you for listening. Goodbye.